Perhaps.
Is
So, I just started recording. Just a quick recap for Caleb.
Yep. So we killed the cocaine bear,
Cocaine Bear
and
down.
yep, we made our way to Tinkerton, but uh, Angel decided to not only uh, breathe in the ashes of, or yeah, he breathed in the ashes of the bear,
The
the
diseased
burning
bear.
bear,
Mm-hmm.
the diseased bear. Yep, and he also got sliced up by the diseased bear's claws, talons,
Yep.
whatever they're called, paws. And he got stuck with another sickness through that. So he used the Biden to cure himself of Marvel's wife disease, but he still has cackling fever or whatever. And we went to Tinkerton, which is like a little halfling place. It's basically the Hobbit, and he was given a potion or a medicine to take. Was it every 2 or 3 days or whatever? And
yeah.
that decreases his chance of dying from a 50-50 life-killing disease. So, yeah.
Fun.
Did I miss anything? I think that
Nope.
was.
I don't think
All
so.
right, yeah.
That sounds about
All
right.
right, well,
Even if I snorted the ashes again,
what do you think will happen if you snort the
even though
same ash?
would the same thing happen?
Let me get this straight. So, like, a dog with rabies bites you, and then you get cured, and you're like, but wait a second, what if...
Or no. Not only do you a cure for rabies is literally impaling your spine, getting straight to your spine with a ginormous needle. That's how you cure rabies, because else it's like you're dead.
Yeah.
So after that, you try and get bit again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, would I get like a different, some kind of like disease, or would I get like the
No.
same? No one.
What?
I can always try it.
No. just no.
Hmm.
All right. So we're recording. We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
I just
well,
realized how much I want drugs.
do we want to move from Tinkerton to wherever, or do we want to go back to the continent of Versilia? Where exactly do you guys want to go from here?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Where do we need to go?
We need to go back to the continent of Versilia.
Okay.
See, I'm trying to find where Tinkerton is on the map. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. So.
Well, you guys are at Tinkerton right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So you should have some neat little
background
ambiance.
Ambiance, some atmosphere.
It's not the Indiana Jones soundtrack.
Or the Incredible soundtrack. For that
Or the
matter.
Incredible soundtrack.
R.I.P. Ben.
Rest in power, King.
No, I'm kind of glad he's not with us anymore. Sometimes you like.
No,
the memories,
I'm going to
okay?
stand up for Ben. Ben is awesome. Ben is a good friend. Ben is an excellent gamer. I just don't think this is the group for him. I think there's a group that he will mesh with better.
He basically has the attention span of a goldfish. So.
Well, also, you guys don't roleplay. No offense.
That's true.
Josh is the closest to role-playing right now, and that's just because he's a killer, just naturally. He's a cold-blooded fella.
fake news.
I mean, I try.
Bro, put that on your
somewhat.
resume. Cold-blooded fella.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Dude,
Like,
I got hired so many places. Do you think I would get hired for on-campus jobs if I put that on there?
probably not.
Do they not want
Maybe campus police just so they can keep an eye on you.
to, but they're already keeping an eye on me though. They don't have to anymore, right?
They're already keeping watch of him 24/7. I mean,
No,
he's
because
already on a watch list. Okay.
because someone said I threatened someone with a knife when I didn't actually threaten them.
Nice. What did you do?
No, I talked about threatening them, but I didn't do it.
I
That's the same
potato.
Listen,
This
I
is
talked
going
about-
on the record. This is being recorded. This is
Yeah, this is-
legally
this is-
binding.
thing. This
talked
is literally.
about someone else, not the person that I was.
This is a
intending-
canon event.
This is a canon event.
Okay, so I was talking
Hi,
to
courthouse.
Yeah. Okay,
talked
we
about-
get
I
it.
talked
If the
about-
group chat was leaked, you would be the first one to go. We get it,
Yes.
Josh.
Okay, just listen. Though. I was talking to a friend of mine about threatening someone that I hated, and I told him I'm not going to do it, but I told him that it was a thought, and then he told campus police that I threatened someone.
Classic James Orton.
Literally, James. Yeah,
I know. I
You
called
said
it
that
too.
to James?
Dribble, up for three.
James is gonna think you're gonna actually kill someone.
Net.
He's too wholesome to think about
Net.
not talking about someone and not wanting to kill him.
All
Yeah.
He's
net.
too innocent. No offense, I love James, but yeah.
Okay, it's amazing, but I'm now not going to tell him whenever I have like awesome.
Yeah. There's certain
All
things
right.
you don't say around
Um,
certain people.
You know what? How
Yeah.
about this, guys?
I get
back
that.
back to the D&D. Why don't we go up to Starfall? Just take a look at it. See
Sky
what all
Star.
the hubbub about is, and then we can go back to Versilia.
Sure, see what. So there's a war going on?
There is a war
There's always
going
a war
on.
going on.
Is that happening near Starfall? Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I guess we'll figure out. Yeah,
I
let's
personally
visit.
don't want to get roped into a war. I mean, we can if we have to, but
Well, I'm thinking that ghost
I mean,
is.
we're right now we're sort of tourists because
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I say we make our way just up to Starfall. Take a look, see be like just, sideliners watching the war, being like, hey guys, what's going on over here? Oh, you guys are fighting? Oh,
Hey,
you guys
Now we could all get and just watch like the whole.
say that all again, Josh. You're completely broke up.
What?
Say that again.
Oh, I said, is there some kind of like food we can get, and then we can just watch the fight like together? We just watch people kill each other for a while.
No, but
Okay.
I just
Like
say
the
we
first
make our way
battle
up to
in Mass.
Starfall, and then we can make our place back to Versilia. So, in the meantime, why don't we make our way from Tinkerton to, I think that's Mistvale? I think that's what it's called.
Mistvale. Yeah, you can go to Mistvale.
Let's
Let's
Alright.
go to. Yeah.
That looks
Alright.
like maybe a 2 or 3 day journey from Tinkerton to Mistvale. Am I correct in that?
Yeah. I'll say 2-day
Okay.
journey.
2 days? Okay.
Because you don't got horses.
Nope. Not
Oh,
unless-
sir.
No. Alright,
I
guys.
don't need horse.
Bart. I miss Bart. I'm not gonna lie.
You miss
Well,
what?
Maybe we can try and not die.
Bart was the
from
zombie Cyclops that I made.
Cyclops.
Oh, yeah.
And-
John wasn't here when they killed the Cyclops and resurrected it as a zombie that just walked around with them for a little bit.
yeah.
Oh, that's
It was-
beautiful.
For,
Dude, Bart was
reason-
perfect, bro.
His name was
Yeah.
Martin.
No,
no,
Bart.
his name was Bart.
Bart.
B-A-R-T.
Bart. Okay.
Bart
No,
had like
Simpsons
the word next on his
Bart.
head and everything, and it was so awesome.
Yeah,
Bart the
he was
Cyclops.
great until one of his only eyeball kind of fell out. And
Yeah,
then
well,
we're like,
he didn't really
oh,
need it anymore. Because remember,
I mean-
in the eye cavity, there's just that one glowing dot that just, like, looked around.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so we're making our way from Tinkerton
Making our
to
way.
Mistvale. So but we're kind of looking for trouble on the road. Who wants to roll?
Kind of, or are looking for trouble.
We are. I
Yeah.
want to look for trouble.
Yeah.
Cocaine raccoon.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
And are you
Eyes
guys
of a
on the
Proud
road?
raccoons? Yeah, we're on the road.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Alright, someone roll a 100-sided dice for me.
You want to
Who
roll
wait?
it, Chris?
I'll do it.
Or Josh can.
You better roll good.
Let's go. All right, I got a 12.
That's the worst one.
Oh,
What?
out of 100, we're screwed.
Alright, so as you guys are walking about on the cobblestones of the road, you guys occasionally tripping over the random roots and roadblocks in the way of this highway. You notice that this road is not as well kept up than Vercillion roads. You feel like there's this sense of sort of disrepair that has kind of covered the entire landscape since this three-way war began. And it manifests in small ways, one of them being this comically uneven road.
Yeah.
All sorts of thistles, bramblewood, and the occasional dead tree just kind of leer by you as you cross. In about midday, however, the sky begins to go dark. And you guys look behind you. And from the southeast, generally where Tinkerton was, you see this massive storm cloud about a mile high, dark purple, like black storm cloud, and you can see it quickly approaching you guys as it just sweeps across the entire landscape.
Okay. Is there any shelter nearby that we can, say, trees or buildings?
Make
or
a
anything
make a
along
survival
those?
check.
Okay. That's going to be a 23 for me.
23. You see a smattering of trees, like just individual trees kind of poking out in the field around you.
Okay. I guess that might be a good spot to weather the storm.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys
Let's
choose
just
to
go
weather
we'll-
the storm. Great.
We'll deviate from the road to safety of the trees, I guess. Set
Alright.
up camp quickly.
As you set up
I know.
camp, immediately as you begin to put in your first tent peg, the rain begins to catch up on you guys.
Okay.
And when you're finished kind of setting up your campfire and everything else, the storm is in full swing. And it is a massive storm. And as you just look around, there is no silver lining, no sunshine through the clouds. It's this massive storm front.
Okay.
And as it just rains harder and harder, you can see bits of hail kind of plinking off the leaves and off your tent. And the roads are now flooded. The cobblestones are just peeking out of this small river that's appeared across the road, as all the land around you is now marsh.
Okay.
So, you guys can stay here and camp early and kind of hinder your progress, or you can keep going throughout the storm. Hairchkin, you will not be slowed down by the storm. However, there might be environmental factors that slow down your companions, giving them exhaustion moving through the through this weather. Yes,
I'm a lizard.
You are a lizard.
I like wet.
You can definitely go out and bask in it.
like wet too.
I'm basking in it already. Like
You're
I
basking
took
in
off
it?
my top vestment.
Well,
and I
technically,
just,
it says
It
difficult
would be
terrain
pleasant if it
doesn't
weren't for
slow.
the hail.
the hail.
Mm,
Ethan, when I'm reading the Rangers thing, it says difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
It's difficult
So,
terrain and it's turbulent weather.
okay, so it's kind of like stacked on top.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So if it was just normal rain, so what you guys rolled is that it's a superstorm. You caused a superstorm to sweep
Okay.
across this region, which, funny enough, is going to affect the other party as well. So that's hilarious.
Wait, really?
Wait, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's great.
it's like
Come on.
tornado watch levels of stuff.
My favorite. Voice every time, but
Boy,
there's never
every-
a tornado that touches down.
Voice moment,
Every 3 weeks, God tries to end the campus.
voice moment, the soundboard thing. Can we add that?
What?
Like a soundboard thing for voice moment.
No. Because people are in this chat that don't go to voice. And
Yeah.
you just be like, what?
Whatever.
If you guys ever have a sound effect that you want to add, feel free.
Are you
Good.
telling me to take initiative, Ethan?
Actually, roll.
And we have like
Take the initiative.
Do not roll. Take. All right. It's up to you guys. Do you guys want to try and weather the storm, or do we want to try and camp out here?
We can just weather. We can just weather it.
We can keep moving.
Paladin?
Just slower.
I don't really care. It's up to you guys.
Do you think we should
As
keep going?
long as we don't run into something like a cocaine drowner or something, we'll be fine.
Okay. That's one vote for moving on. One vote for staying.
Though I'm
I
gonna
say we
hide
just-
my platinum flame underneath my cloak. Good
I
time.
just say we move on. So, we will
Yeah.
just keep going, I
Okay.
guess, because of the rain.
Can everybody make endurance checks for me as you travel through the storm?
Is that willpower?
That is willpower.
Yeah.
I just got a 16.
16, okay.
It's gonna be a 5 from me, so I think I
5
feel
from
that.
Hitchkin.
Wait a second. Taking notes?
My small frame probably cannot handle this much.
Ooh. 17.
17, nice. So as you guys are traveling along, you reach about the endpoint that you were expecting. The rain doesn't slow you too much since you have Hairskin with you, as you just jump from cobblestone to cobblestone. But eventually, you guys stop. Hairskin, since you're on the front of the troop, you're taking the brunt of the storm. And the coldness has just sapped the strength from your muscles, and you have multiple bruises along the back of your neck from the hail. So you gain 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay. Fair enough. And then we just, so we've made it halfway, I guess.
I just heard real thunder.
Nice.
Yeah, it just rained this morning, so
Oh, really? Dope.
on our end, on my end at least.
It's just kind of been dreary for us all day, so.
Yeah. All right. I guess we'll set up camp here.
Okay, fantastic.
At the end of the day ish, or as far as we can go. So
Sweet.
I will. So we'll take a watch.
Yeah,
I
are there
guess.
any
Other than that,
watches?
nothing else interesting happening.
Nope. Just a
Okay.
superstorm.
Got it. I guess I'll try and take first watch. So with my
You go, girl.
exhaust. All right, that's going to be an 11 for my observation.
Okay. Oh, and also, we should have people who don't have dark vision roll with disadvantage for on watch.
Okay.
Because it is dark.
I have dark vision like 120 feet.
Yeah, so you have dark vision.
So real quick, for dark vision, what would be the required distance within that?
As long as it's more than 30 feet, I think you will be good.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I know that I have the cantrip of light. And oh, it's only 20 feet. Okay, fine.
Right.
Well, I already have
And
disadvantage anyway, so
there's also a light from the bonfire, but it just doesn't
Yeah.
cast out into the things that you're looking for. So
yeah, makes sense. Okay, so
if you
that's
ever
gonna
get
be
in
an
combat,
11.
you won't have disadvantage on stuff because of the light, but
Yeah. All right, so that'll be an 11 from me.
still on 11. Okay.
I mean, I rolled two d20s and I chose the lowest one anyway.
Yeah.
So
You guys prop up your trees up against this big old oak tree that's bowing and bending. And Hairskin, you sit underneath the branches. You hear the plinking sounds of hail bouncing off the branches as you just kind of sit there shivering. You see off in the distance multiple lightning strikes. And you see pieces of debris are now flying through the air. You see pieces of wood, some splinters, uprooted weeds just kind of flying about. And yeah, with an 11, that's all you can see.
okay, but nothing else necessarily disturbs our camp.
Nope, nothing disturbs the
see.
camp.
Okay. Then I will take my long rest after my shift.
Alright, second shift.
Reserve.
Worst
I'll
shift.
take it.
Alright, Saladin. So make a perception check with disadvantage.
Well, oh yeah, he
So
doesn't have dark
I
vision.
rolled 2d20s and choose the lowest.
Yeah.
Cool. What did Sam say?
Oh, I never mind. You're good. I thought you had dark vision, but you don't. You know, that might be an interesting feat to get, Ethan. Dark vision. Like a feature.
There's a spell that gives you dark vision.
Yeah, but not everyone is a spellcaster. So.
Yeah.
7, 12, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, a spellcaster like Angel.
If I learned it,
Yeah, but Angel already has dark vision.
Yeah, you
so-
can give it to other people though, I'm almost certain.
I rolled
What
a
is
9.
the spell?
Cat's Eye. 9.
Oh, yeah.
So Saladin, same thing really. More debris. The fields of grass just kind of like whipping back and forth. And that would be all, except for you don't need a high perception to see a single bolt of lightning kind of arc down and hit a tree away from your campsite. Have this thunderous boom that echoes across the field. About 300 feet away, you can now see the glimmering light of the fires that have started as this dead tree has been split in half by this lightning bolt.
Well, that's cool.
Other than that, that's all that really happens.
Everyone's sleeping very well tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Third shift.
I'll be right back. I snag some cookies.
Some cookies. I freaking hate cookies.
Yeah.
You scoundrel.
You scoundrel.
Especially Oreos. Those are the worst.
How did he know? Josh. It's your watch. It's your watch, Wheel of Fortune, man.
Josh? Hello?
God, who's getting the
I got a 4,
cookies?
dude.
Got a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, Angel can't see anything. Although you do see...
24 dark vision. I can't see anything.
Yeah, you're just kind of looking about. There's nothing out there, just pitch darkness. Oh, except for there's a glimmering light from that tree that was split in half by a bolt of lightning. That's the only thing you see.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Anything
And
bad happens, take note.
I didn't understand a word you just said.
I said anything bad happened to us, or it's not really.
Did anything bad happen to you? I don't know. Nothing bad happened.
Okay.
You guys, there is no sunrise. There is no change in color. There is just a point where the other two people wake up, and the
Yeah.
storm has not alleviated in intensity or darkness.
Alright, guys, we can either try and weather the storm further, or we can just hunker down here.
I guess I would just go further.
Yeah, I think that might be wise, because
Yeah.
we've already set up camp, and yeah. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll just stay here for now. Try and wait out the storm.
Okay, fantastic. So you guys now have effectively a second long rest. I'd like you guys to each describe what your characters are doing to take up the time while waiting for the storm to pass. Knowing that you have limited space, leaving the canopy of this tree is met with immediate unpleasant exposure to the elements.
During this time, I will catch up Saladin with our greater plans. So I'll tell him, just to let you know, so we are currently part of the Six Finger Society, and the leader of the Six Finger Society is a demon by the name of Saladin. However, Josh is in cahoots with another demon named Asherok, and Asherok has tasked Angel to kill Saladin. However, he doesn't think that he can succeed at killing Saladin. But yeah, so our greatest goal at the moment is to kill the demon and be rewarded by whatever Asherok has for us. So during that time, I have plans, and I have a few plans that I'll share later in our progression. But just want to let you know that that's kind of our greatest goal at the moment as a troop.
So we're killing a demon
Yes.
or another demon.
Yes.
How will we obtain purity through this?
We will cleanse this mortal realm from another demon.
Okay.
I consider that pretty pure.
Do we kill the demon who rewards us?
We can.
I wouldn't do that, honestly. Okay, so Asherok, which is the demon that I'm like kind of helping out at the moment, is one of the 9 marquees of hell, or one of the 7 marquees of hell. So he's pretty high up there, and I don't have any intentions of trying to kill him anytime soon because of how weak we are at the moment. I mean, we're all like hell, but that's not going to do anything if he's like level 85 or whatever. So at the moment, we can't do anything to.
So I'm hearing we kill him later.
However, if he messes up on the contract that he gave me, Angel becomes one of the 7 marquees of hell. That's going to be crazy if that actually happens.
The contract just says you become a demon. You don't become a Marquis of Hell. That'd be pretty nuts.
Oh,
yeah. Sure. Yeah, I don't think Asherok would be like, oh, if I make one mistake, you get the entire ring. No.
But still, Angel becoming an actual demon instead of being only half demon would be insane.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of our plan. Saladin, do you have any other personal vendettas that you kind of want? I mean, that's Angel's main goal in life. My main goal as a Coelho is to simply explore these lands, gather as much information as one can, and gain experience and knowledge in different forms of combat, which I feel like I've done pretty well so far. So
I must admit that I mean the many of the lizard folk, my people, are stuck in a cycle of base impurity, and must admit I would love to start a cleansing, purify, bring the flame to my people. But other than that, I go with the wind, and I see where the flame leads me.
I see.
Very cool. Very cool. Um,
But I do have standards, and I'm uncomfortable with this working movement. But if the light shines in that direction, that is what I will do.
after all this is over, you and me want to go over to the Lizard Folk area and just kind of help convert everyone.
We could.
Well, my brothers might try to kill you, but yes.
Even though I'm not converted, like, I'm still going to help you in that. Even though it's not what I believe.
Am I the only one
We will
who's having trouble hearing Josh?
Oh no, Josh's microphone's so scuffed.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, man, I'm struggling really.
Yeah, we only hear the last 10% of each word you say, so we can we can parse out what you're saying.
I appreciate.
I can extrapolate, but
It's you might be talking too loudly for the microphone.
Okay.
also, Ethan,
Yeah.
where is Shima? Where the lizard folk are.
Yeah, so if you zoom out from the map,
Mhm.
so where you guys? You guys are heading towards Mistvale. So if you zoom out,
Yeah.
and you go south, there's a bunch of islands, right?
Yeah.
Those are the Dawn Islands. If you go east of that, that kind of partially discovered, mainly undiscovered region is Shima.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no one, cartographers go there and don't come back.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
appreciate.
We could
your
make our
offer.
way to Shima and explore.
We should go on a pilgrimage sometime together
Yeah, make
to the
a
Platinum Flame.
make a history check, Hirschkin, to try to be like rack your brain from your training of what's over there.
Sure. That's gonna be a nat 20, so 24.
A nat 20. You've heard rumors from archaic books and hearsay that the majority of the continent is covered in one massive jungle where wingless dinosaurs roam about, eating people.
Nice.
Giants, men who live in caves, snakes that are a mile long, and wolves that are 40 feet tall.
So basically like Dino Island from Marvel.
Yes. The main city that's on the continent of Shima is called the City of Knives. That's the name of the city. So
Nice.
not a very rarely visited. It's kind of not in the cultural ecosystem of everything else.
Well, imagine if I made a zombie T-Rex.
In the Bay
A
of Lost
zombie
Land.
duet.
A zombie T-Rex.
We can't hear the first part of that word.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh. Yeah. I didn't say Tyrannosaurus Rex, though. It's wingless dragons.
Which is basically a lizard folk.
Which, they're dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs
Yeah.
over there.
Number
Sounds
tongue.
good.
I say with that.
Alright, sounds cool.
Over there.
I think you said something.
And Angel,
Okay.
can you say that again?
Okay. Is there any way that I can predict on the microphone. Will it help if I like leave and then join back
If you
in?
get rid of
Sure.
noise suppression,
Yeah.
is probably going to be, so if you go to voice and video, input sensitivity, you could lower that.
Where
You
is
could,
that? Is that in the...
So go to your settings, user settings, pull down to voice and video, and then
it could also, you could go to your computer settings and change that. You're on Mac, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. It's the default Mac microphone. Yeah, so if you go to your computer settings and adjust your input sensitivity and those, and just turn those things down, then
Yeah.
I think that'll help.
yeah.
There's a switch that says automatically determine input sensitivity on here.
Yeah, so flip that off.
Okay.
Okay, and there should be a slider now, and drop that all the way down to negative 100.
Okay.
Okay? No, which means that you gotta go change the settings in Mac.
Okay. How do I do that?
So go to settings,
Sound.
sound, I'd assume, yeah. Or there's also a
Yeah.
search bar where you can look up microphone.
Mm-hmm.
If you have AirPods, you could sync up the AirPods, and AirPods actually have a very nice microphone for some reason.
Yeah. Which is what I got.
Yeah.
AirPod.
Let me see. There's input level and input volume.
Yeah, so drop input level, lower that down a bit.
What is the input volume?
No,
Volume is just how loud.
yeah. Did you turn down the input level?
Oh, it's not letting me turn it down.
Interesting. Turn input level up?
It's not that either.
Apple moment. Are there any
Yeah.
earbuds in the house?
Yeah.
Headphones, anything that you could use to listen.
Most of those have a microphone in them, so if you connect those to the computer and use those, then it will increase it tenfold.
Yeah.
I'll go do that then. Just a second.
Okay. Just a second. In the meantime, Sam, you can just go to the map and see.
Yeah. I already found it. So.
Yeah. There's some weird things going on Shima. And the southmost islands are kind of also unexplored.
Mm-hmm.
And Shima's filled with a bunch of weird ruins from long dead civilizations.
Sounds fun.
Sounds
I also
fun?
know that there is. I mean, we had some time when we were on a ship and shipping around,
Shipping around.
doing ship things. We were sailing. That's the right word. I don't know why my brain could not think of that word. We were sailing around, so we can make our. We could
You can stop by
do
Tanzar.
things. Yeah. Oh yeah, wasn't that the city that was underground that we were?
Underwater, yeah, that Tash visited.
Yeah,
Yep.
we could probably go back there now.
Okay, is this better?
Being
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear you.
We can
Okay.
hear him. Oh,
Let's
it's so
go.
nice.
All right. Anyway, so that kind of was our dialogue, I guess.
Great.
You want more from that, Ethan, or?
No, I think that's good. Are you guys doing anything in that time?
Personally, I'm just gonna be journaling our activities, kind of keeping track of what has occurred, the usual stuff.
Angel?
I'm going to. I'm just gonna be leafing through like my spell book and stuff.
Okay.
Yep. Talking to Varmalax and the rest of the heads. Dudley.
Dudley. And there's another
how
player
many?
character
How many? Real quick.
named
How many heads do you have?
Head Count.
Let me see. Let me see.
No, we need to have a head count.
Head count. Okay.
Yeah.
I have Dojo, which is an Angel's Mind. I have Barry, which is the Bear Rug. I have Dudley, Varmalax, and then little Stuart.
Here, let me write those down. So you have Dojo.
Yeah, put it in
Barry,
notable
the Bear
items
Rug.
on Angel's wiki page.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got Dojo and Barry. Who else?
Dojo, Barry, Dudley,
The screaming
Varmalax,
the head,
and little Stuart.
the fetus.
Lee, Varmalax, Stewart.
So for reference, Barry's a bear rug. Dudley is a charred, a burned human head. Varmalax, like his title is the head, so it's Varmalax the head, and he's a mummified elven head. And then little Stuart is a human fetus head.
Oh, that's special.
That's about as
Yeah, bro.
pro-life a message as we're gonna get on this program.
Yep,
Yeah, bro.
got it. All right.
Yeah.
That's good. Paladin, what are you doing?
I am wrapped up. I'm basically going to be meditating and making sure the flame that is with me stays dry. Like, I'm going to basically be shielding it with my entire body.
I mean, it's like a
while I rest.
lantern, right? You can
Yeah,
like.
it's like a lantern
Okay.
that, and it's been under my cloak and stuff, and I'm just,
Yeah.
praying over it.
Nice.
Actually, I am gonna remember that I have this little glass ball, this thing in my knapsack that I had heard whispers. So I'll take that out and try and lay my ear against it to see if
Is this the stuff that has the liquid ruby thing?
the liquid. Yeah, that was
I
a
remember that. Yeah.
strange thingamabob. So
Okay. You put your big old ear up to it. Make a perception check. Erchkin, just
from it, yeah. If any other whispers, that's going to be a dirty 20. So
you press it up to the side of your head, and it is very loud out right now because of the storm. But you can just faintly hear.
Okay. Has it increased or decreased since the last time I've listened to this?
It's the same frequency and at the same volume as it was before.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, I'm also gonna pull out Riva's pepper box and just kind of sling that around and like mess with it and stuff too.
Okay. Twirling guns.
Except in this rain, the water in the pepper box, you're like, hey.
So a pepper box, in case you don't know, isn't a revolver. Do you know how a pepper box works, Josh?
Oh, it's like a shotgun kind of, but small.
Not really.
No.
Okay, so this is the era. Technologically, we're in the 1600s. Okay, 1500s. So the printing press is being invented. That's a new invention. The broadsheet guild is brand new, and the flintlock guns are just kind of coming into their own. All right, so for a gun to work, you need to load the gun with stuff, and then you have a little catcher and you fire it. A pepper box has 4 barrels on it, and you load each individual barrel with stuff. And you have 1 striker on the back, so you cock it back, fire it, and then that barrel's fired, and then you have to manually turn it to the next barrel, prime it back, fire. Makes sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Her pepper box is unique, as one barrel is twice as long as the other ones, and takes a different kind of ammunition. It takes a sniper rifle round. It's like armor.
Is that why it's a
piercing.
magic weapon?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm thinking normally that wouldn't work, so it's like somewhere
Gun
along the
wizard.
line, magic had to be involved with that.
There's a lot of technology. Magic is used to kind of fill in the gaps for stuff.
Yep.
Sick. Okay.
No, that's why it's
Okay,
the 1500s.
that's why it's a magic item.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the 1500s, but there's also airships.
Kind of reminds me of the definition of magic I once heard, which is something you understand but others do not.
Yeah. It's
That's
magic.
fair.
Which-
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much standard between the different classes. Is like you understand your magic within your class, but you don't necessarily understand other people's class magic.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, does her pepper box like require attunement to use, or just or like just like it's a weapon? So
It does not require attunement.
Yeah.
nice. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just
Alright.
kind of messing with that.
Sweet.
Looking at each.
Yep.
He's like-
all loaded. Puts it down his pant leg.
Just puts it like in his crotch.
Just like
Absolutely no firearm safety.
Dude, I used
we
to,
love it.
okay, let me tell you a story about
Hair-skin
this guy.
invents trigger discipline. No.
yeah.
I used to know this
What?
old Hungarian guy, and he the only thing he would wear is Speedos, bro. And he was like 80
Classic
years
right.
old, and he would only wear Speedos. And when he would mow his lawn,
Ben.
he would okay, and Speedos don't have any pockets, right? And so he would put his phone like in the crotch of his Speedos when he was mowing his lawn. And then when he was getting a call, he would like pull it out and like start answering it.
It's like wet.
I know, because he's like sweating. It's like 100 out in the summer. He's wearing a Speedo
Bro,
with his
ignore
phone
Florida
stored in the
man.
crotch of his
Hungarian
Speedo.
man.
Dude, Hungarian like grandpas are like the pinnacle.
That man's name,
Dude.
Gringus. That's Gringus.
His name is
Gringus.
crap. Dude, no, it actually kind of sounds like that. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, because he's
His
Hungarian.
name was like Yuri. That was his name.
Yuri?
Yuri. It had
Judy?
like a G at the beginning. Yeah.
Yuri?
Dude, Judy was insane.
What a legend.
Bro, I love him so much. He died like 5 years ago though.
From a disease, perhaps passed from...
No, just
Florida.
from him. Like
From
just
him?
it's just like he just no, it's just like he was just old, so he just died.
I was gonna say, that's a weird way of saying he committed suicide. Yeah, he died from him.
cause of death himself.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
Anyways, about Yuri, yeah.
Oh, this is like the end of the second day. Has the storm subsided at all at this point? or-
Nope.
No.
It is still
Jeez.
hailing just as hard.
And we
Great.
can't see a point where it ends, right?
Nope.
Like
you
there's
do
no
not
ending
see
point.
a
we can
point
see.
where it ends. This is why
What
I
the
said
crap?
it's a superstorm.
Is it like continent wide, or is it just here?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh,
So there's
it's
no way
across
we're getting
the
out of
entire-
this.
Not across the entire continent, but this region of the continent, yeah. So here, let me
Jeez.
read you the encounter real quick.
Okay.
The one of 14. A superstorm interrupts the party's path. A hurricane has hit a local coast, and the remnants of the hurricane have now stretched across to the current region. All roads are flooded, causing difficult terrain, and all non-road regions are completely turned to marshlands, turning to extremely difficult terrain. The storm persists for 1d4 days. I rolled a d4. Traversing through the storm requires an endurance check DC 15, otherwise it gathers a point of an exhaustion.
Okay.
And changes weather to rainy. See rainy weather random encounters.
Got it. Well,
Nice.
so this is the dawn of the second day.
So
Storm
this
still has
storm
not let
is
up.
2 days wide. It's 2 days long.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
So as we are still shivering and struggling, I don't know. What do you guys do? I guess we can try and wait out for a third day.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait it out.
Saladin, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What's your thoughts
Are you guys waiting till night?
for a third day?
Yeah.
Well, this is the end of the second day. It's still
Oh, okay.
storming.
mean,
are you guys gonna have a watch at night?
Sure.
All right. Watches. This is the storm episode, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So it's a dark and stormy night. And not much happened. Or so they thought.
All right. So first watch.
First watch. That's gonna be a 10 for me.
Okay.
And that's with disadvantage, so.
Yep. You sit under the canopy, shivering against the cold, wrapped up, and your various. You just take apart your bed cot a little bit, your bedroll, and just
Yeah.
wrap yourself up.
My extra cloak that I have, I wear.
You see the water just kind of from before rise, and now you can no longer see the road. It is just a large smattering of islands on different hills, and this tall grass turned to seaweed, just kind of rolling
Great.
back and forth. Yep. And mud has now caked all of your belongings at this point.
Jeez.
But nothing comes at you.
Okay. Who's taking a second watch?
I'll take it. Disadvantage 2d20s.
Take the lowest number. Oh, nice.
12 plus 2, 14.
14.
14.
As you're sitting there, you see the same thing, the kind of murky water, the splashes of hail, the horrific dark kind of water that swirls and churns around you guys. But you also see a bead of light, of lantern light, about 300 feet away. And it disappears behind a hill, only for it to come back about 8 minutes later. And there seems to be someone trudging through the swamp with their lantern kind of shining back and forth.
Sorry, I'm gonna wake the guys up. We have
Yes,
a
please,
presence
dude.
coming our
Let's
way.
go.
Someone is
Okay.
trudging.
All bleary eyed, kind of pop open my eyes, groggily ask, you one person party? What are they drawing closer, far away? What's up?
Make a perception check.
Can Angel like see them at all, or not really?
All right,
With your
that's gonna
120
be-
feet thing of vision, no. The only reason you
That's
can
gonna
see
be
him
a
is because there's a
22.
light.
For the lantern.
It's gonna be a
Okay.
22.
for me, Ethan.
So you see his silhouette painted by the source lamp that he carries. It's just one person. Seems to be a man, just kind of by his posture and the way that he walks. And he seems to be covered in, he has like raccoon fur along his coat. That's the main thing that's being illuminated as he walks back and forth. The rest of him
Yes.
is
Is he drawing
obscured by
closer or
shadow.
farther away?
He's walking parallel from you guys. He's not approaching or getting close. He's just walking past.
And can he like see our on like our fire and everything, or like not really?
Too far
you
away
can't
to
really have a
tell.
fire.
You don't see him inclined towards your direction.
Yep.
How can we kind of get his attention?
Dimension
see.
doors.
Casting dimension doors. No. A pass wall, you know.
In the air.
In-
No, I mean, you could holler at him, or we could just let him walk by. I mean,
I kind of want to like see what he's up to, honestly.
okay. Well, would you like
Can I
to
try to
go
like
off
wave and like
into
get
the
his
rain?
attention or something?
You can call to
Can
him.
I like yell at him or something?
Yeah.
Sure.
Dream.
All right, so I'm gonna yell like, "Hey, dude! Like, what are you like? What's up?" I don't know.
Make a performance check to try to shout over the storm around you.
Okay. That is a 14.
14. Your voice is lost over the howling winds and rain. And he does not seem to respond or even register that you spoke to him.
Can I just try again?
DC is probably going to be higher.
What is your performance score?
It's a +3.
If you try again, you physically cannot succeed. So I'm going to say no. The DC will be raised too much for you to even possibly succeed.
Oh, okay. Can I go out and like meet him? Is that
You
gonna
can-
cost anything, or
You can go out there, sure.
And move out.
do I have to make like
away
an
from
endurance
him.
check or anything, or?
No, I don't think so. You'll just kind of like drudge your way out there.
Okay, so I'm kind of like I'm like the majority of my like perishable things down, so it's not gonna get like I'm like nasty. I'm like a
Too
gross
wet.
and wet and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna go out there to meet him.
Fantastic. As you come up to him, the lantern finally turns your direction. And as you approach, you can see that it's a younger looking guy, probably in his early 20s. Black hair that is now absolutely sleek with rain, just kind of like fallen out. It's about shoulder length black hair. He's
So
wearing
kind of
a-
same as Angels, but
No,
Angels
because
is
Angel
white.
has white hair, and it's like it goes down to like the nape of your
Very
neck.
long. Yeah.
It's very long.
Oh, it's a lot longer. Okay.
His goes like to here. He's wearing a beat up leather jacket that has raccoon skin as raccoon fur as sort of a tuft as an insulator. And as he raises his lantern, you can see the inside of his coat is also raccoon fur.
Okay.
He walks with a machete, and you can see that the machete's been dulled down, and there's lots of sap and plant matter kind of across the machete as he's been hacking his way through the swamp. And as he turns, you hear the rattling of metal as he has about 4 or 5 bear traps kind of dangling from his hip. As he turns at you.
Hello there.
Oi, what
Yeah.
you doing out in this
So-
weather?
Well, I just wanted to say we have like a fire and a campsite over here. If you want to join us, we saw your lantern light and thought you might could use I'm like a little help. I'm like for tonight.
I'm fine. I just gotta get my traps before the water takes them.
Oh.
Okay, dimension doors out of there.
Can I help you?
I won't say no to some help. Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of like,
And how long do you think we'll be?
probably only a couple more hours. I've got the majority of them right here. He kind of shakes a bunch of them.
All right, I'll go with you.
So right down the road there, he kind of leans up against you, and you can smell. He has a very strong scent to him. He smells like mustard. Just like
Oh,
he
okay.
reeks of mustard seed and crushed mustard. Over on that hill there, you see that dead tree? as he points to the tree that's been split in half by the lightning bolt. I've got a trap right at the face of that tree, and there's a brick. There's an upturned red brick that should mark where it is. Don't step in the trap. If you do, he gives you a key that's about the size of your thumb. Use that to get out of it. I'll be traipsing back here in about an hour. If you can get the trap out of the weather, get it out of the rain, somewhere safe, and I'll come back for it later, and I'll pay you for it as well.
All right.
All right, sound good. What's your name?
Angel Animos.
Angel Animos. My name is Giralf the Trapper. I'll see you in a couple hours, Angel. As he
All right.
wades through the water and...
Oh. I'm just gonna do what he says. I'm gonna go over to the tree and scat out. I'm like for the red brick over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Make an investigation check.
That's 22.
Okay. You find it's very hard to see with all the matted down grass, but you do see the corner of a brick kind of poking out from one of the roots. And if you did not roll so high, it's a very well placed trap. You might have stepped in it, and removing the brick
thankfully.
kind of removing it kind of unlocks this tarp, and you find the splayed open rusted trap kind of sitting under there. The trap is already sitting in a little trough of water, and you think it might be ruined.
I'm just gonna take it up and kind of like put
Okay.
over my shoulder.
You grab up the chain and pull it taut, and the trap locks over nothing, and as you drag yourself back to the rest of the camp,
Yep.
Okay, that's it.
I'm
So
just
we'll
kind of
just
waiting
wait.
for Gerard or whatever his name
So
was.
as he returns, I ask him, "Who is that?"
Just a weirdo trapper dude. I thought he might could use some help, so I'm helping him out for right now. He just needs help.
Trapper.
Like I'm collecting his all his gear and crap. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Did you tell him about
I
the?
thought I might could modify his memory and use him for later. So we'll see.
No. We are not brainwashing every single person we can do.
Well, not every person, but like just a few.
not
What
every
utility
person.
does he bring to the party?
He can
Some
trap.
random scrub that walks. We can create our own traps. Anyway,
Yeah,
Did he
I'm
look
just kind of waiting
familiar?
for Gerard.
well,
Is his
in the
name
meantime,
Gerard or
we
is it
should-
Giraffe?
Giralf.
Giralf.
You want me to
Did you
type
tell
it
him
out for you?
about? Did you, I asked Angel if he told him about the bear that we encountered.
What? What is this image?
What do you mean?
Is this the image of Dave Batista?
Yeah. That's who I imagined when you said he stuck his phone in a.
I love this
Unintelligible.
GIF. I love this GIF.
Dude, it's the greatest. Every part of it is so.
By the way,
so good.
The best way to respond to somebody's rant or argument, just like
Yeah.
reply, unintelligible.
Unintelligible.
This guy, buff guy shouting in the shower.
It's like okay, I just want to point out how confused that the woman behind him looks. Like,
And what's weird is she has makeup on too, so it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
make sense why she's in the shower.
and he's wearing like his dude is wearing his shades inside. Is what I also realized.
In the shower.
Yeah.
in the shower.
Anyway, he looks dehydrated.
Okay. So Geralf the trapper.
The trapper, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. After a couple hours, you see the gleam of a lantern in the distance. After about 20 more minutes, he approaches, wading through the water with a litany of more traps on his belt. As he approaches your campsite, he says, "Hey there! You got what I needed?"
Yep. I kind of hold up the trap that I got for him.
He steps up And now that he's like out of the water, you see he's human, but he's a bit of a shorter guy. And he takes the trap for you and kind of looks it over. Looks like this one's already shot. I could probably scrap it. I appreciate your help nonetheless. Here's a gold for your trouble. And Angel, you have a very recognizable face. If you stop by Giraf's Tannery in Mistvale, I'll give you a discount. Thank you for the work. As he kind of tips his raccoon hat and wades back out into the marsh.
Nice.
Amen.
Sounds good. And he said it was in Mistvale. Is that like where we're headed at the moment?
Yes.
Sounds good. I guess I'll have to stop by there and see him.
Fair enough. Alright,
Okay. I guess we'll go back to sleep now. I don't know.
Yeah. Unless it's your turn to watch.
Oh yeah, is it my turn yet?
That's a good question.
yeah.
I think so. That was Saladin's.
After,
thing, right?
after
Okay.
I realized that he was no threat, I just went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for perception then. Wow. All right. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, alright. You sit there and you relax and you're just chilling. And the night is more illuminated than the last couple times, and with your dark vision, that's just enough for you to see clearly everything around you. And now that you're able to see a bit better, you find multiple elongated shapes kind of swimming through the marsh of this place.
Crap. Okay.
The closest one is about 100 feet away from you. The hill that you're on is very big and kind of slowly glides down.
So kind of like eels or like
Yeah.
like kind of
Water
like water
snakes or eels.
snakes or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're all about like
and like
2 yards long in shape, but every
can
once
I
in a while
estimate
there's
like the width? Are they like this or like really small or
they're really small. They're about as wide as your phone case is tall.
okay? That's not too big, I guess.
Yeah.
And how many? Is it like 20 or like 5 or
Whenever
like
there's a lightning strike, you can see illuminated like at least 4 or 5 in each little section. So you look over here and there's 4 or
Lightning
5. You look over here, there's another 4 or 5. There's a decent amount of water.
okay? And the closest one's like 100 feet.
Yeah.
I want to grab one of these things so I can examine it.
Ooh,
Do I-
shiny.
Angel with any kind of like dangerous animal.
Oh. Okay, you're gonna just try and grab
Is there
one?
any way that I can get them closer? Can I make like some splashing stuff in the water, like with my
I'll
hand
probably
or
get
something?
them away, not closer.
Well, I mean, if they're hungry, they might come closer if they think it's like a fish or something.
Not how water works, but sure. That's
Well,
not
I know it's how sharks
fishing
find
works.
food, and it's also how alligators hunt as well. Like like it scares all the smaller things, and it brings closer all the bigger things. Like I literally lived in
He
Florida.
lives in Hungary.
I have
He
a-
knows these things.
I have a lake. I have a lake in my backyard in Florida, and it has like 100 billion alligators in there. Like they'll come up and like go inside the house if you leave like the door
entire
open.
population of all
You can see their eyes.
exists at the back of his word.
Like I've looked out the window and
Oh.
there've been like 3
Actually-
crocodiles in the yard, and I was like, oh crap!
Nice.
I guess we're
Do
not going
my
outside
eyes
today.
glow like alligators? Like if I'm underwater,
that's
can you
cool.
see my eyes glowing back?
Not lizard folk aren't really crocodile coated. They're more like iguana tropical
Okay.
coated
Oh.
animals. Because like all lizard folk have frills, gills, and like you all have
Yeah.
a sort of like gullet thing. You always have
And
like
Yeah.
gills.
uh
Hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna reach my hand in the water and make like some like fishy splashing.
You
like,
thrash it
noises.
around.
Yeah.
All of the eels, the shapes, scatter away from the splashing.
Oh, so they're more okay. So I guess I kind of stop and just kind of wait for him again.
Okay. Yeah. After a couple minutes of you being pelted by the hail, you're normally you would not be as patient, but since this is something that Angel finds interesting, there's nothing that can stop him now. A couple more of these, they're just dark shapes that is kind of obscured by this murky water. And a couple of them kind of begin to chill out right by your feet as you're kind of standing on dry land.
Oh, like they're close. Okay.
Yeah, well, you got in and put your hand in the water, so you got to be close.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can I grab one, or was that? Well, is that like a dexterity check?
Make a sleight of hand check. And I'm gonna have
Okay.
one of these things roll acrobatics. Let me pull up their stat sheet. Okay. So if your sleight of hand beats their acrobatics, then you can catch them.
My sleight of hand got a 13.
It also rolled a 13. Oh shoot, what do we do? Well,
What?
attackers
Well,
win in
don't attack
ties.
succeed.
Attackers win in ties.
Yeah.
So as
But I'm
you're,
not like trying to kill it though. I just want to look
you're
at it.
the
up
aggressor
close
though.
and-
You're the reason why it's rolling for it, so you
Oh,
succeed.
okay.
So as you plunge your hand into the water, first of all, it's cold, and immediately you feel small hairs of the grass that's just under the water. And as you grasp around it, it has a membrane of mucus on it, and you feel your hand clench around. It feels like jelly and like hard spines that are matted down. If you try to grab this from a different direction, the spines would have stabbed your hand.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And as you pull it up, you see writhing in your hand a long black worm that has no eyes. Along each side, there are these little spines that make it look like a black, elongated, floppy pine cone. And as you pull it up out of the water, it makes a hissing sound, kind of like gas emptying out of a balloon. It's just sort of writhing back and forth. But it's clearly a worm. It has like the same Band-Aid like tube on one
Wow.
end over
So
the
like
other.
giant black,
Worms.
like salamander worms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I would know about it from Hardbane's Bestiary and the
Make
book that Angel
a
has?
oh yeah, make a nature check with advantage.
Okay. Okay, that's a 17.
Okay, so these are native to this continent. They're called floodworms, or the local name and the name that you like the most are ratkins. So these are worms that burrow underground, lay their eggs, and they begin to grow in size until they reach about this size. They're pretty big. And once water gets down low enough, they come out. So whenever a river floods, they come out, breed, lay more eggs, and then burrow back down. But they are poisonous, and farmers hate them. And they are often eradicated because they come out, eat food, lay eggs, which causes their young to eat the roots of different plants.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they just sort of suck.
Okay, so given Angel's knowledge of the floodworms, can I extract some of the venom or not?
Yeah, sure. You could probably extract some of the venom. The venom is non-lethal. It just causes pain. It causes a burning sensation for where it's stabbed. It's like a bee sting. Like a bee sting won't kill you unless you're allergic to it.
Okay, that's pretty good.
It's just
so
a
I guess
deterrent.
yeah.
Go for it. Extract some Retkin venom with a medicine check. I'll give you a DC, because it's wriggling, I'm going to increase it, DC 17 medicine check.
Oh wow. Okay.
And if you fail by more than 10, you get stung.
All right. Wow, dirty 20. Nice. Okay.
Nice. So
I'm very pleased.
by getting a vial and running your hand across the worm, contrary to where it hooks, you're able to like wring out like a sponge poison until it kind of gathers on one tail and drips down into a cup. Yep, it's gross. It is this transparent. It looks like piss. It's like this transparent yellow fluid. This ichor,
Okay.
and it smells strongly of like metal. It has this metallic smell to it.
Kind of like an irony scent to it.
Yeah, it's like a metallic alcohol kind of smell, as that cleaning detergent metal smell.
Okay. All right. I'll add a vial of whatever that is.
Painful poison. Ratkin.
How do you spell Retkin?
Sorry, Retchkin.
Not to be confused with hair chicken.
There you go. Retchkin. Herchkin's namesake, these disgusting black poisonous worms.
Yeah. Look, hair chicken, it's
Okay.
you.
I just put vial of a floodworm venom because it's
Yeah.
easier. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm very pleased. All right. I guess that's it for my watch. So I kind of put the floodworm down and just let him go back to what he was doing like earlier.
Alright, dope.
Fair enough, you tossed back into the water.
So that was your watch? Instead of watching, you just went out and just wringed out a worm of its venom?
You left the group sleeping. That's about right.
Yeah.
Let's go. That was honestly like really cool. I appreciated that.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
I guess
a
that ends the
Josh
second
creature.
day.
Alright. And the morning of the third day, it's still raining.
Great.
Well, that's wonderful.
Do we want to try and get our way to Mistvale, or should we stay in this spot for a third day? I'm getting a little, what's the word?
I guess let's try to go to Mistvale, cause yeah, I think we should just like head over there. Also, I'm gonna apply the cackling antidote at the moment, just so I can get that out of the way, because I feel like I should do it again.
Yay!
Because it's been a few days.
It wrings your stomach out every time you drink it.
Jeez. All right.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna try and brave the storm.
Okay, you got a ranger? Everybody make an endurance check.
I got a 15. With that, does that pass or does that fail? Because it's a tie, kind of.
That's a good
If-
question.
Because
I think the storm is the aggressor, so I think
The
the
s-
storm wins.
the storm is the aggressor.
Go.
The storm is assaulting you. So I think
got
that's a
an
fail
8.
from Angel. That's a fail from Saladin.
That's gonna succeed. I rolled a dirty 20, so.
Nice.
Wow.
19
So
plus
you
weight.
guys are, as you move through, Angel and Saladin, you are quickly demoralized as the hail saps the warmth from your body, the water drags down your clothes, and each stride is its own exercise as you try to find good, stable footing to step on. Angel, you almost drown a couple times as the cackling fever causes you to double over without air, face first into a pile of water.
Into the water.
Oh,
Jeez.
And only to be fished out by Saladin or Hairchkin a couple times. And you guys
Thanks,
have to
guys.
take multiple breaks from this,
okay.
kind of jumping from cover to cover.
This really slows our progression down.
It does. But eventually, you reach a
make it,
section
like,
of the
halfway.
storm. The dark storm clouds continue to move, and now you enter a dreary part. It's no longer storming, it is just sort of a gentle rain.
Yeah. A pitter patter.
Yeah. Got a nice little pitter patter.
Okay.
Nice.
And you see in the distance the warm flickering lights of Mistvale. And the
Do you want us to
large
roll for an
blanket of
encounter
fog.
for
No,
our way
not
towards
really.
that, or no? Okay.
Technically, the first encounter hasn't stopped until just now, so.
Okay, I get it. That makes sense.
Oh, nice.
All right, are we able to make it to Mistvale, or do we have to camp?
Yeah, you're
here
able to
as
make
well?
it to Mistvale.
Okay. So we finally enter into Mistvale.
You finally enter into Mistvale.
After 3 days of heavy
Nice.
storm.
Yes, you do.
Yay.
I guess I can look around for a tavern.
So,
And then-
first let me describe Mistvale.
Yeah, go for it.
This is not the best time to be at Mistvale. Mistvale normally is a strange locale, since it is constantly covered in fog. There are all kinds of geothermic fissures surrounding Mistvale and surrounding area, which kind of creates this mist-like appearance to it. As you enter Mistvale, it has very tall and rectangular structure to all of its buildings. Everything is constantly wet. Here in Mistvale, there's all kinds of unique moss kind of growing along the sides of buildings, and everything looks just kind of older here than it does even in Greyhawk, which is objectively a much older place. You see all kinds of different gargoyles and statues kind of set up throughout the town, and all of them heavily weathered. They're more finer features grinded down by the weather. And everyone here wears long coats and wide-brimmed hats that kind of shield them from the weather here. Other than that, it does have a cheery atmosphere. You can see the dazzling lights of a high-class casino, people of different trades walking about, and the large mountain that kind of sits behind Mistvale, just kind of in its backyard. There are multiple temples and structures carved into the side of the mountain, which kind of gives it a more holy presence.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, so welcome
I guess
to
let's
Mistvale.
find an inn, and then
Yeah.
after that we can head out and do whatever we
Since
want.
the two of you have exhaustion, I'll just roll for
Yeah.
finding
I
something.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thick tunes, bro. I like it.
Oh yeah. So Mistvale is an important city, and all the important cities in the game I've given theme songs. So this is Mistvale's theme
Nice.
because players
that's
visit
pretty
Mistvale at least once a campaign. So
Nice. All right. So roll for investigation. Is that correct?
yeah, look around.
All right. That'll be a 22.
Yeah, that'll be 22.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a
That'll be 37.
for my initiative. Oh, that's just gonna be a.
My initiative, that's like 48, 49.
Yeah.
All right.
So are you looking for something specific here?
I mean, generally.
A place to stay, I
anything of
guess.
Interest shops, but mainly a tavern, but also shops, because like the usual stuff that we search for in towns. So.
All right, sounds good. There is all types of different places here that I will bring forward to you as options. There is an incredibly tall building that's like 20 stories tall, and very thin. It's very narrow. It's like closet wide. But it's super tall, and it kind of bends back and forth slightly in the wind. And on top of it, it has this wide-brimmed circular roof. And this is the Black Cap Inn. Super cheap housing, constantly precarious if you want to visit
Nice.
there. The Fox Club. It seems to be some sort of private guild for druids, hermits, and hunters. The whole thing is kind of built out of this massive tree stump that's been hollowed out. There's all sorts of weird vines and flowers and brambles poking out from it. And there are 2 bouncers dressed in this green uniform that stops any random schmo from walking in. There's that high-class casino I talked about. Galier's Gilded Guest House is both a casino and restaurant owned by the half-elf Galier. The big sign that's constantly illuminated with flashing pyrotechnic lights shows a slender half-elf, incredibly thin, blonde hair, and this comically massive, cartoonish grin. Just kind of, and it has this slight animation to it where he's just tipping a flagon full of ale back and forth like this. It's very annoying, and you're only looking at it for a couple seconds. You also find a beat-up looking tannery called Giralf's Tannery. You recognize the name from what Angel said. And there's a sign placed up in the window says, closed, bracket, gone fishing, end bracket.
Okay.
And finally, you see that there is a multiple guided tours to something called the Tomb of the Worm. Apparently, it's kind of a tourist attraction here in town. And the building that it's set in the mountain itself. And apparently there's a guided tour of the Tomb of the Worm.
Okay.
That's basically it. Mistvale's a pretty small place, population of about 3,000. It's a town. It's no big city.
Okay. I guess I kind of wanted to check out like the Fox Club, everything, because that seemed really interesting.
I think we should just go to a an inn and then just stop there, and then the following day look. You guys are.
Yeah, I think no, that's a
Yeah.
better idea. Yeah,
We're
because we don't want
soaked
to
to
have
the
any more
bone,
disadvantage.
tired.
So I guess we'll just go to that. What were? Did you say there was 2 inn options or just 1?
Well, you could always stay in the casino, but that's pretty high class. You could also go to the
Yeah.
Black Cap Inn, which is just like one of those London like double-decker buses, but as a hotel.
Yeah.
Only it's like a
Okay.
10-decker bus.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll just go to the Black Cap Inn.
Okay.
Yeah.
You enter into the inn, and it's pretty tight having you all here in the foyer. And to the left and right of the door, there are ladders going up and down. And the clerk at the front is this goblin in a pinstripe suit, suspenders, and a fedora that has this massive hole shot through the front of it. And as he talks, he has a copper piece constantly stuck between 2 of his teeth. He says, "Hey there, what can I get you?"
I guess we'd like 3 rooms for the night.
3 rooms for the night is gonna be 3 silver. Just find a room that's empty. Knock if you gotta. And mind the drop.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Fair enough.
As he gestures to
So we-
ladders, you climb onto ladders and look up, and there is someone about
go
300
straight
feet
up.
above you climbing down, and someone else above him climbing up, and it's just one ladder for everyone.
I thought you said there was 2 ladders.
On the second ladder,
One on
it
each
goes
side.
straight down, and as you look down, you can see torches flickering and someone climbing up towards you.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go down.
Okay. You go down. Which floor are you going to? There are 50 floors up and down.
I guess like floor 1 or 2 or something.
Okay. You go to floor 1 or 2. They both have padlocks on them.
Okay.
They're taken.
Mm,
We should
I
go
will
down
go
a
up
few
to
floors.
what about
floor
3,
7.
4, or 5?
5 is not taken. And as you
I'll take 5.
open it up, you can maybe see why. Glancing inside, there is a wardrobe, a small mirror, a torch, and a bed, which the frame of which has been broken, and the bed and mattress have completely buckled into like a V shape, as someone has like jumped on the bed too many times or something, or maybe someone threw something on the bed, but it is completely destroyed.
I'll take this one.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll go up to the 7th floor, I guess.
Okay, 7th floor is taken.
8th.
8th floor is taken. In fact, the
Nice.
first 20 rooms are going to be taken
Up.
vertically. Yeah.
Okay.
The 21st
I'll-
room is not, though.
I guess I'll take that.
And on the 21st room, you get this wonderful ship-style circular window that's too tall for you to see out of. And
Yeah.
has this lovely cot with freshly folded blankets.
Fair enough.
Great.
I go to floor 25.
Sally, you go up to floor 25. Great. Yeah, similar display, only this room has clearly been rearranged by its previous client, and the wardrobe is on the floor, opened up and empty, and the bed is on the opposite side.
All right.
Take
well,
it.
I guess we'll all sleep here then.
Okay.
Yep. go to bed.
Sleeping in the Black Cap Inn is, of all the dangers that you guys have faced as adventurers, from the perilous death, from the diseases and demons, nothing
Yeah,
is quite
and
as
the unknown.
terrifying as sleeping in the Black Cap Inn. Many adventuring groups have tried before and failed. Is any of your characters claustrophobic?
Not
No.
necessarily. but
Would
I-
any of your characters be afraid of heights?
No. Not mine.
Angel maybe, but that's why he went down.
Are any of your characters light sleepers?
I guess
Not
my
really.
character would be somewhat.
Okay, well, you guys all get a long rest, but Hershkin, this is the least relaxing long rest you've ever had.
Yeah.
As
well,
you
with
are-
my perception, my ears kind of like flip
You
up
are
every
just
time
like,
someone,
you get to know everything that's going on in the entire inn. First of all, the
Ooh.
floorboards and walls
Uh-oh.
are only vertical some of the times. A lot of the times they bend, and your room becomes a different shape. And as they do, the floorboards bend upwards. And then when the rest of the building sets, it kind of flattens back down. And you're like, oh god, this whole thing could collapse at any second.
one
That,
strong gust.
and the whole thing is over. And that superstorm that you were just going through will probably do it. So you're also privy to all sorts
Great.
of sounds. Every time anyone gets out of their room, you hear them creak down the ladder. Every shush
Great.
is heard throughout the entire thing. Every angry conversation between a couple, it just falls
Well,
upon you. It's your responsibility just to hear everything.
Great.
And you guys eventually shuffle out of the Black Cap Inn. Some of you more exhausted than you were before, but you guys have taken a long rest.
All right,
So remove your
I
points of
vow
exhaustion.
that we will never
Nice.
do that again.
And that
Yeah.
Again.
that is the verdict of every adventuring group that has stayed at the Black Cap Inn.
Only when we are desperate will we return.
I think
Or what we
sleeping
could do-
outside is better than the Black Cap Inn.
Or what we could do to spare others of this great horrible stuff is we blow up the entire thing.
Nuke it. We did.
Nuke
I'm
it.
down for that actually.
I know we wanted to blow up Starfall, but what if we blew up Miss?
Yeah. Just tell
Is this
the other
hair skin
group
being
we did.
chaotic? What?
A little bit.
Whoa, dude,
But,
this is
Oh
new.
man, he's getting up cranky.
Yeah. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Hey, Josh. If we want to nuke this place, now's the time to do it while Herchkin's on our side. Do we want to nuke
That
this
is
place?
that is a good idea. First, I want to go see like the tannery and everything though.
Oh.
We'll leave with a bang. Okay. If you're gonna go for the tannery, I'm gonna go for the guild.
This place is impure.
Oh wait, the Fox Club or whatever, or is that something
Yeah.
else?
Yeah, I'll go to the.
Oh,
Fox
I'm
Guild.
gonna go with you to the Fox Club then. We can do that first.
Okay.
All right, you guys walk up to the Fox Club, all three of you, and the two men on either side, they're wearing these bear skins, kind of claws, kind of on either of their shoulders. Both tall, gruff-looking men, as they say, hey there, one at a time, guys. Who's
Okay.
first?
I'll go first.
You got a badge of membership?
No. Is that required to enter this
Excuse
place?
me.
It is. Would you like one?
Sure.
It requires a test, and that's a 10 gold fee to take the test.
Okay. What sort of test is it?
The Fox Club is only for particular hermits, druids, and the like. Those more naturally attuned. You gotta prove that you are deserving of the Fox Club membership.
Okay.
10 gold, and you can take the test.
All right. I'll hand over 10 gold.
Alright, Barry. One of the guys pulls across the curtain, and you can briefly see people mulling about with these absolutely beautiful interior, all made out of these natural woods. Carpentry is amazing, only for the curtain to be shut. And the man comes back with a wooden bowl and a stool. He sets down the stool in front of you and sits down the bowl. Now eat one of those mushrooms. And inside the bowl, there are about 8 different multicolored mushrooms. One's blue with white dots, one's red with black dots.
Okay. Can I make a medicine or survival check on one of those?
Yeah, make survival or nature check would be the 2 rolls for those.
Okay. I'm gonna do survival because I have higher in that. That's gonna be a 14.
14, you recognize that the majority of these are toxic and should not be eaten. The last 3 you're kind of uncertain about because you've never seen before, but guessing by their brightly colored exterior, they're probably toxic as well. So you come to the
Okay.
conclusion that you shouldn't eat any of these.
I will eat one of the least colorful ones.
They're all pretty equally colored. There's not one that's...
Okay.
There is no carpenter's cup
if
here.
I recognize all but 3, I'll take the least toxic one.
Dude,
or
wait.
if they're all
Okay, before
toxic.
you eat them, okay, like the test might be to just look at the mushrooms and be like, no, I can't eat these. They're all toxic.
Well, okay.
Like,
can
what
I
if that's the
first
test?
identify one of them, or I mean, the test is to eat one of them. So, I mean, if I can identify all but 3, I'll just eat whatever one that seems like the less toxic.
Okay. Yeah, fantastic. So you can have the green one with these white half kind of protrusions poking out from it. You can have the jet black one. Or you can have the brown one that has fur growing off the top of it.
Wow.
I'll take the brown with fur.
Okay? You pick it up, and
That's how you know you're a furry, bro.
the 2 guys are just kind of standing there watching you, and you just... Immediately, it has this kind of grainy texture to it, and you immediately begin to sense your mistake as there's this tingling sensation along your tongue, Kind of like whenever you eat a lot of pineapple and there's that sort of like
Okay.
needle.
Does
Oh
the
yeah.
amulet of kings help me at all in this? Because I'm immune to all diseases and poisons.
The amulet of kings, I'll say, warms, glows briefly and warms your chest as it negates the poison that causes your tongue to swell.
Okay.
As they kind of look at each other and say, "You good?"
Yeah. Yeah.
It just takes another big bite.
Well, you failed the
Just eat a
test.
full bowl.
I what?
You failed the test, but he's not affected by it.
It told me the test was to eat one of these. How did I fail?
Well, I can't
it to
tell you, just in
identify
case
them?
you tell our friends.
Okay.
And just because you're immune to it doesn't mean that just means any old elf can trot in here. Sorry, but we can't let you into the Foxes Club. You can come back tomorrow.
Was it to identify it then?
I honestly
No
think
can
like
say.
the whole answer was to not eat any of them. Like, if they're all poisonous, all they want you to do is like look at the bowl and be like, nah, I can't eat any of these.
Okay.
Just try that next time. I don't know.
Sure.
I'm gonna go like around the back and then like dimension door inside.
Dimension door.
All right, you walk around the back and
So this whole time, Angel takes
Yeah.
like one look at the guards and just moves around the back.
no, while
like,
Hairskin is like pondering over the bowl, being like muttering under his breath. That's Death Puck's Widow's
Yeah.
Bane. Angel is standing there eager, and all of a sudden, you just see his face, you see his eyes just disassociate as he gets bored and just walks around.
Yeah.
You cast Dimension Door, flames flicker around your robes as.
Okay, well, I moved over to the back to where like no
Yeah.
one like is watching.
Yeah, you're
me
in the
cast
back.
it. Yeah.
You're in the back, right up against the wall of the city, and as you burst into flames in the middle of the room, everyone kind of yelps as you the smell of sulfur in the air, and
Okay, so I kind of like take a look around the room. Is there any guards that are like just beelining toward me right now, or like?
nope, not really. So everyone in here, you stand out so freaking. So it's so obvious that you stand out
great.
for a couple of reasons. Everyone here is wearing the same green linen uniform. They're all wearing the same
Oh,
armor.
wow.
This kind of leather,
Wow.
very well made, you must say. And you are wearing robes. That's one strange.
I have
thing.
like tattered black like cloak and hood and everything. So
Second
I'm like,
strange thing. Almost everyone
Oh, boy.
in here is either a human, an elf, or a half elf. You are not any of those, and it shows.
oh
And the
boy.
third thing is that almost all of them are standing around in lines, and they seem to be in the middle of a ceremony. There's someone walking through with this copper goblet that's turned green with age, kind of bringing it forward to a shrine. And on the shrine, you can see this pale white sapling with golden leaves, like metallic gold leaves, and they are like about
wow.
to pour it, and you just thunk appear behind it.
Wait, where am I? Like in like the dead center of the room?
Yeah, so you know,
Yeah.
so there's the aisle, and there's the altar, and there's this person pouring the cup, and there's people standing on either side of the aisle. You appear in the middle of the aisle. Just
So just explode in flames, like right, like dead
Yes.
center in the middle of the aisle, and then
Yes.
just start looking around.
uh-huh.
Got anything
I like
for
it.
sale
I
around
like-
these parts?
I just
Oh,
kind of
the
like butt
long
into
front?
into one of the lines. I just kind of like I'm like squirm like my way
Oh,
like into one of the lines. I just kind of like try to like mimic like the person that's in front of me.
Okay. Make a deception check, not to pretend that you're part of these members, or to disguise yourself, but to be as unobtrusive as possible so they continue the ritual and ignore you.
Okay. Okay, I just got a 14.
There's this moment of silence, and you Try to wiggle past a couple of people. And you stop at the very end of the line. Everyone's staring at you. You clear your throat. And they continue the ritual. There's this druidic chanting. Asamaldi Isatar Kalindi, and they begin to pour the goblet onto the sapling. What languages do you know?
I only know common and demonic.
You don't know a thing they're saying.
I don't.
And you
Okay,
kind,
so can I
you
do
kind
like,
of just
a religion check?
Yeah, make a religion check.
So Angel's like really curious as to like what the crap is going on here. So is this like a religion check or is this a history thing or like?
Make a religion check.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted you. You were in the middle of saying something.
Yeah, as they're sort of pouring it onto the sapling, they're chanting in this language, and you just kind of like repeat what they say with like a slight delay. So they say Asa thing, and you're like Asa thing Uvarin.
Yeah.
It's very distracting to people around you.
I hope we can get like artwork of this one day. Like Angel trying to blend in and like repeat something, and it's not working. That'd be really funny. I got an 8 on the religion check.
Pog? Okay. You have no idea. It's clearly some sort of
Okay.
religious ritual. But for what, to what, for what purpose, truly unknowable at this current circumstance. We cut
Okay.
back to Herchkin and Saladin outside of the club. Herchkin is currently being barred. Saladin, would you like to
He's just gonna
to attempt it?
shadow walk it.
No, I think I'm fine.
All right.
I don't have a ton of interest in the place. I'm
Fair.
just watching y'all do what y'all do. I want to go to the casino.
That's
Fair.
fair.
It has bright lights.
Can we quote that? I just want to say that's an amazing thing that you said. I have no interest in what you guys are doing. I just want to go to the casino.
I am quoting that actually.
Yeah.
I want to see
Hold
the
on.
bright
Saladin
lights.
Strange Flame. I
Saladin
have no
wants to
interest.
At this point, I'm just people watching. And a casino is a great place to people watch.
I have no interest in what you guys are doing. I just want to go to the casino.
That's beautiful.
All right, Angel, what are you doing?
Okay. How long is the ritual taking at this point? Like,
So, they stopped pouring the goblet and they continue to chant in this gobbledygook. And now they're kind of stepping out from their rows and forming a circle. And now they're just
Okay.
chanting this in a circle while, like, striding in and out of the circle. And this
okay,
process
so I'm gonna.
is... You're about 10 minutes into this right now. I'm just kind of going along with it. And you're getting increasingly sour looks from people.
Is it because like I'm
At
not
this
really
point,
doing it
you might
right?
as well
Because you're
don't
just
say
failing.
anything At all. You
I'm
should
just doing
mouth
horrible
the
at this
words.
ritual. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do a stealth check.
Okay? Make a stealth check to try to get out of the ritual.
I go to 9.
You step back, you trip on your own robe, kind of like hit one of the chairs that makes this loud sound. Everyone continues the ritual, but they all are looking at you as you kind of like straighten yourself up. There's now a clear hole in the circle from where you were standing.
Okay, now I'm gonna go try to get back into it.
Less.
Okay, you step back in and continue to horribly repeat whatever this ritual is.
Okay. So I just kind of do what they do for however long this is. How long should we be doing this for?
This is more than an hour-long ritual.
Wow. Okay. Mm.
And
Let
you
me-
get the sense that, oh, this is going to take a while. Because you get a glance into the goblet, and it's not empty. And then when you're done with this chanting, everyone gets back on their rows. The goblet's given to another person, and they walk down the
Oh.
aisle again. And at this rate, it's going to take like 3 hours to get.
Jeez.
Ooh.
Okay. So I just kind of take a look around, and when they're all in like the big circle, are their backs like kind of turned onto like the little tree or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm gonna like go over and take the sapling and the goblet.
So the goblet's currently in someone's hand.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna wait until like they're.
Fuck,
I'm just gonna walk up and like take it out of their hand and then leave.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna wait until like they're all in like the big circle. Until
Yep,
we're not
they're all in the
facing
big
on
circle.
tree or anything.
Stepping
Okay, so
in
I'm gonna
and
like
out.
sneak over and like grab the sapling and the cup, pocket them, and then like dimension
Okay,
door
I
out.
need. Can you make 10 wisdom saving throws for me?
What?
Yes,
Why that
10
many?
wisdom saving
Jeez.
throws.
What's the DC for this, dude?
It
What on earth?
depends because they are all casting hold person, charm monster, or atonement. There's a variety of spells that they are throwing at you because you were suspect
Oh my
from the
goodness.
beginning. You're clearly not a member of this group. You don't know the ritual, and now you're booklining it to the thing that we are worshiping. Doing this, you're running towards it with this, and they're like, "Nah."
Angel's just doing this. Okay, I have advantage on everything
You have
magical.
advantage
against
on
them.
everything. Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, so, okay, so
That's gonna be so long.
So- how many throws is this?
It's 10.
Oh my god.
There are 10 people in the club. Each one of them is casting a spell. Let me pull up the spells exactly. So you know what you're saving against.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is a comedy routine though. This is a
This is literally an angel moment.
literally an angel
Canon,
moment.
it's a canon event.
I'm so
okay?
sad that Caleb wasn't here for this.
Literally.
Wait, can we have
angel.
like a sound effect on the soundboard for this?
For what? What?
For an angel moment, bro. I think there should be.
Okay. So there are 5 hold persons. The majority of them are hold persons.
Oh my gosh.
There are 2 charm persons from the more optimistic people in the group.
I have advantage on charm stuff too. So is that like, does that stack for charmed and for the magic?
No,
Because I have advantage on both. no,
There are a
switch
couple
to advantage.
hold monsters,
Oh wow.
and there is one. Hold on. Sorry, there's only 9 saving throws. The last guy is
Okay.
casting a wall of rock. So as you walk forward, all of a sudden, a massive wall of rock appears, walling off the sapling from the rest of the room, going all the way to the ceiling. And then you have to make saving throws.
Okay. All right. I just want to say I don't regret my actions, and this is amazing.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Wow.
This has to be such a. This is such an angel moment. Like
Okay, so for the first, okay, is this wisdom
Yeah.
or what? Okay, so for the first one, I got a 4. That's
So you
with
failed.
advantage.
So immediately you. Okay, make another wisdom saving throw.
So at this point, I'm already stuck, right? So there's no point in like doing it more.
No,
right?
because if they charm you, you're charmed.
So does that count for like all the hold persons then?
Yeah.
Technically. Okay.
Well, actually, No, still roll for the hold persons because if that guy breaks concentration, the rest of them are still concentrating on you.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, so the next one is an 18.
Okay, that's a success.
Oh wow. Next
wow.
one is a dirty 20.
That's also a success.
Yikes.
Next one is a 12.
That's a failure. So currently you're being held by 2 people in the crowd.
Okay. And I. Okay. So how many? Okay, so that's 3 throws so far.
Yeah,
Out of 9.
2 more. 2 more for the hold person.
That's another 12.
That's okay. So 3 people are now holding you with their.
Oh my
mind.
gosh. So 2 more for hold person, or is this
1 more for hold person.
1 more? And and the next one's a 17.
Okay, that's a success. So, what is that? 3 people? 3 people.
3 hold
are-
persons.
Okay, now make. Let's see, 4 wisdom saving throws for the charm.
For charm person.
Yep.
Oh,
There's charm
crap.
person and charm monster. They both do the same thing.
Yeah, but you still get
So
advantage. With
not like a
those.
higher DC or anything. It's like
Not
the
a
same
higher
thing.
DC, just the same thing.
Yeah, I still get advantage though because of magic and because of because of the charm thing.
Sadly, advantage does not stack unless you are an elf shooting a bow. That's the only time that it does.
Dang.
Yeah.
And if you have the elven
triple
accuracy,
advantage. Oh.
triple advantage.
Okay, so that's a
How does that
15 for the
even
first
work
one.
With, like...
So that's a fail.
Never mind.
Oh, crap.
So you're charmed. Now you're just like, what was I doing? These guys are just so swell. So roll the other 4 to see how many people charm you.
13.
That's another fail.
Oh
Now
my
that
gosh,
guy's really
this is horrible.
swell too. You're just gonna be like the most chipper.
Oh my gosh, how is this so bad? I just rolled a 5.
Yup, charmed.
Oh my gosh. All right.
1 more.
Oh man.
I mean, what did you expect to happen?
And that's another 12. This is so terrible.
Your brain, it has been charmed 4 ways to Sunday. The arcane energy that has now raptured your mind is they're all trying to compete for the same zone of your head. So you are just stuck in a like blissful, like near like concussive like state where you're just sitting there just
You're
in
just
glee.
droopy-eyed.
Uh-huh.
You're like slap happy.
Yeah, and like you're not fully conscious. It's like seeing someone else do something. You're just kind of like out of it.
And I just want to say, for reference, I left most of my things at the hotel or the place.
You can't
So-
back say that. You can't.
You can't back.
No, I was intending to earlier. I just forgot.
Well,
Oh,
it's
whatever.
too late now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And someone
Okay,
says,
how many more saves are there?
Okay, no, that's it. That's all the saves.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everyone. All right. Says one of the more burlier, probably the biggest guy in here, massive forearms, has these kind of mutton chopped beard. Steps forward. All right, you can drop the wall. The poor guy's clearly. I mean, look at his face.
The Angel's just staring at the ceiling.
He's just drooling at this point, like, oh, like brain dead.
All right, now, buddy, what's your name? And it's at this point that
Can I even talk at this point?
yeah, you can talk.
Okay.
And it's now when a fit of cackling fever kicks in, and you just begin laughing hysterically.
So from this guy's perspective, he sees me
Oh no.
just doing that for like minutes on end, just like staring at the wall. And then the moment he comes
And you're
up
like
asking
you're like
my name,
crying. You're like crying because you can't. Now
Just,
make.
hey, what's your name, man? He's like,
So
okay.
and when this bout of cackling fever comes on, make an endurance check with advantage to check
Is it-
if
oh, is
the
this for
fever
the-
gets better or worse.
Oh. That's a 10.
You fail.
The DC is 10. The aggressor is the disease.
Okay.
So it gets worse.
This is the greatest scene I've ever.
This is awful. Okay, so
Oh, man.
cackling fever enters its second stage. You can no longer speak a coherent language. Instead, now, whenever you try to speak, it is incoherent gibberish, interrupted occasionally by laughter.
So now I can't tell them anything.
You can't. Yes, you can't tell them anything.
This is the most amazing scene. Like,
You can
of our
still
whole
read,
session.
write, you're sentient, but every time you exhale breath to speak, you just end up laughing and just like sputtering out nonsense.
Okay.
And honestly, these guys have dealt with you for like 30 minutes, and now you're just laughing at them. I think they're just going to kick you out. I think they just throw you out. Your paralyzed body into the mud, laughing. They shut the curtain. They talk to the guards. They unparalyze you. You are now curled up. You can't get up. You're still laughing so hard you can't do anything. Just curled up, laughing in front of the Fox Club. A little kid and his mom come walking past, and the little kid says, "What's wrong? What's wrong with him, Mommy? I want to hear a joke." And he's like, "We don't talk about it. That man is clearly not safe in the head." And he kind of ushers him away. And you can't do anything because you're laughing so hard. And eventually you come to from your laugh seizure about 3 minutes later. And, deep breaths.
But he still can't talk, or can he?
You can try to talk, but it just comes out as gibberish and laughs.
Is there any way that I can like make it like go away or whatever?
By
Like,
succeeding
if I
on the
drink more
saving
of the-
throw.
You're Joe Biden.
You're
If I
Joe
use Joe
Biden.
Biden's again, will if I use the Joe Biden's, will that cure me of the thing?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I like pull out. I'm the Biden.
Okay.
That's
Can, what does the Biden does what?
This is for greater restoration.
greater restoration.
Does
yeah.
the Biden cast it, or do you cast Greater Restoration?
I
think the Biden
guess it's the
does.
Biden. Yeah.
Because he doesn't know greater restoration.
Right.
The Biden
Yeah.
does.
But it, some items say you can cast one of the following spells. You cast one of the following spells by spending charges, or the Biden casts. That's important.
Oh, it says as an action you can spend any number of charges to cast one of the following spells.
Okay, so you are casting the spell through the Biden.
Oh. Okay.
So can he not cast
You
it if-
cannot cast the Greater Restoration spell because that has a verbal component. So whenever you try to do it, you just end up laughing,
Crap.
and you're stuck.
Can I give it to one of them and like so they can do it before me?
We would have to attune.
They'd have to
Like,
attune to it, and you'd have to
You could attune to
explain.
it.
You would have to explain your predicament.
Okay, so I guess we kind of find shelter somewhere, and I like I use one of the pages of my spell book to kind of write out on like what's happening and like what's wrong, and I can just kind
As
of
he's
like
writing this
show
out,
them.
so Erskine, you're confused. He like motions you over, and as he's writing it out, every once in a while he goes,
yeah.
and the text is in Angel's handwriting, which is barely legible. Like
Yeah.
This is serious. Attune
Very
to the
serious.
Bident and cure me.
Okay, and so with that, I just kind of like hold out the Biden here. Just kidding.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, but no. And I hand it over.
Dude, why, bro?
Dies
I handed
of
over to
cackling
Saladin.
fever. He
If
gets.
I have all three
I'm
of
the
my
Joker,
slots
baby.
full, I can't attune to anything else. I have all of my attunement slots full.
Dude,
You
like
can
this is just
unattune from
temporary.
something.
That's true.
You
That's
can just
true. Okay.
like take off a necklace and then
But
attune real
Saladin-
quick and then just give it back.
actually,
You're fine.
Fine. I will unattune to my Beastmaster's hat.
Okay, that's going to. You have to finish a long rest apart from
Thought
the
you said-
item to unattune to it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it only takes an hour to
Um,
attune to it, but to unattune from it, you have to spend a long rest while not having it equipped.
Fair enough. I guess we'll camp outside the town, outside of the area. I guess.
Sets up a tent for this stupid. All for this Biden to attune to this.
Yeah.
I just need some me time.
I'm like.
Although
the
theoretically, you could just give the hat to Angel, and if he has it for 8 hours, and if you don't get into combat, you'll unattune to it at the end of 8 hours.
Or I
Yeah,
could just
so-
give the
so
I
that's
could
what
give
we'll
like
do.
the Joe
We'll
Biden
swap.
to
Right now,
to
you can
Saladin.
swap attunement items,
Saladin is
and-
not a spellcaster.
Yeah, he can't do it.
I
But
get
can he just
things.
attune to it and then use it anyway? Or
Only for spellcasters that can.
Where
attune.
does it say attunement on the item? Angel, can,
oh, okay, I see that.
yeah, this is
Never mind.
what does it say? This is a genuine question. It wasn't rhetorical or sassy. I was actually curious.
Oh, it requires attunement by a by a spellcaster.
Okay, yeah, that's
so
that's
that
kind of
would
what
be
I
me.
thought.
The Joe Biden, dude.
And by the way, your current mood is what Angel's going through. He just looks at the Biden and goes, "The Joe Biden." Like Joe is about as coherent as a word you're ever gonna get.
Okay. So we
so
swap
funny, though.
the Beastmaster's hat with the Biden,
The Joe Biden.
and we'll do a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Long rest of it.
We'll camp outside of Mistveil. And
Again, you don't
Yeah.
have to. Your long rest doesn't have to be you sleeping. You can take a long rest and
okay,
do
yeah.
other things. As long as it's not stressful activities. And you still have the rest of the day. This is like 10 in the
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm holding the Joe Biden now. You're like, okay, we'll do this later. Let's go check out Gilf's Tannery or whatever, Calford or whatever his name is.
Thralfs.
Thrall.
Bro, but I
Thrall.
can't talk
Yeah.
though.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever,
He'll
dude.
still recognize you.
Okay.
So we go off to Geralf's Tannery or whatever.
Alright, there is a big old sign that says open. You see the warm firelight coming in from inside the older building.
Oh, I just want to say, okay, so I casted Greater Restoration like last time with,
Well, that
with the
was
Biden
like
to get rid of
yesterday, or
that
2
one.
days
Yeah.
ago. Or I don't know, that was 3
But
days
I
ago.
had-
So doesn't
I
it
had
have a
both
charge
of the
restore
diseases.
Every...
I had both of the
Only
diseases
does
like
one.
at the same
Only
time.
this one.
Oh, it only
Yeah, I
cures
know.
one?
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
Greater
okay.
Restoration does.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it recharges 1d4 every long rest or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that correct? But it's been 3 days since you've done that, so by this point it's already fully recharged,
Yeah.
regardless of what you rolled. So, we'll check out the tannery then.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
You enter into the tannery. And it has a very warm interior as there is a fireplace kind of roaring in the corner. The curtains are drawn, kind of creating this more cozy kind of feel to it. And you guys are accosted by a variety of different furs, bear carpets, stag furs, coats, racks, and all that stuff, including multiple
Okay.
sleeves and rolls of leather, stitching, and the like, multiple kinds of boots.
Yeah.
And sitting behind this kind of small, sort of half wall is Geralf. You see him there twiddling with a knife over a familiar rusted bear trap as he's currently unscrewing a portion with it with the end of his pocket knife.
Yeah. Real quick, I turn to Angel and say, within game mechanics, can you wear light armor or not? But then I'll ask, like, hey, do you have any armor?
Angel just kind of shakes his head no.
Okay. Well, we should probably get you like leather armor at least, because because I'll probably give you some more protection while we're in combat. So I turn to Geralt and say, "Hi, I think my companion had met you while you were off and about during the storm, and we're
And then
interested
Angel
in."
just kind of looks at him and waves
And
like
it's like he
hi.
just like nods like, and yeah, I just ask him.
Hey,
like,
happy to
like,
see a familiar face. As he kind of
Yeah,
gestures
I'll
at
just-
Angel
you.
just kind of writes something in his spellbook and shows him, which basically Angel writes, I have cackling fever, so I can't like really talk. So sorry about that.
Cackling fever. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. My uncle died from cackling fever, actually.
Nice.
Okay.
What can I get you guys? You got a discount on me?
Yeah, so I ask him if he has any leather armor or anything that would be constitute to leather armor.
Leather armor? He gets up from his chair and sets the trap down on the desk. Let me go check real quick. He walks over to this large bar that has multiple coats on it and begins to kind of wade through it. You can hear the creaking sound of metal hangers on this wooden post. I got plenty of padded coats for you. Specifically armor, though. I got a couple. Here's kind of a more sturdier carapace. Kind of unhooks it. And you can see it's big sheets of leather. It's one sheet of leather that's held in place with multiple buckles to kind of adjust the sides of it. And there's this long strap that goes all the way down each arm that ends in bracers. So the bracers are kind of connected to the rest of the armor with the strap. And as he flips it over along the back, there are multiple loops and buckles for different places for you to put swords, tools. There's a hook where you can attach your backpack and it can just sling loosely over your shoulder and stuff like that.
I will want to say, okay, so I just went back and I looked at the armor sheets and stuff, and it says plus your dex modifier, and for me that's a -1. So
Well,
would
you can't go below
that just be
10, I don't
subtracted?
think.
Yeah, you can't go
So
below
if I
10.
wore armor, then would it not just give me anything? Because if I picked like the lowest one, which is
So,
11
real
plus
quick,
my dex
I'm pretty
modifier,
sure, let me go real quick back.
so if negative, will that just like subtract from the armor's usefulness or not? Or because it's
No.
negative, do I just add anything?
It only adds your dexterity modifier when it's a positive. So if
Yeah.
So,
So-
so if it's a negative, it's just like a 0
yeah,
that,
It would
oh,
be-
that's added.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, I'm just making sure. Yep.
and I'm pretty sure under the armors tab you have like leather armor. Let's see, or padded, yeah, padded armor, which is 11 plus your dex.
So that would only
uh,
increase my AC by 1, though.
Pretty much, but I mean it's better than nothing. Or studded leather. Who knows what he has?
Even okay, is there
He
any
might even have hide. So
is there any like hide armor around here that I could use or borrow or buy or anything?
well, that's what we're here for. So
Okay.
so
okay.
you are
I'll let like you do the talking then.
As a wizard, you are not proficient in medium armor.
Yeah.
You can
So, but
only
he does have
wear
proficiency in,
light
like,
armor.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So I guess I'm looking for
Studded
like the
leather.
studded leather. Yeah.
Or just leather. Leather or studded leather, for that matter.
Preferably this I'm the studded, but yeah.
I've got this one as he shows you it and sets it back. I've also got. So while I was in the militia, as he kind of unhooks this piece of armor, that you can see has multiple diamond-shaped pegs that is just kind of stamped interchangeably across the chest piece and along the shoulders. This was my militia wear that I just kind of ripped up. It's a bit too small for me, but I think it should be able to fit my friend here just fine. Careful though, it's pretty old, and if you don't polish it regularly, the leather can chip. Try it on. As he tosses it to you, Angel, you catch it, and it's surprisingly heavy for what it is.
Okay.
So mechanically, what would that be?
This is a studded leather armor,
Okay.
non-magical studded leather.
So that's just a 12 then for AC then.
Yep.
All right. So I just kind of like try it on and stuff, like underneath my cloak.
Okay. It fits. If not a bit loose, you can adjust some of the buckles. So now it's a bit more tighter. And yeah, you can get all set.
Yeah. Okay. I put all my weapons in like the various slots and holders and everything, as well as my bag and all that.
Yep.
And my cloak is like on top of it, so I guess you wouldn't be able like to see that I actually had armor on, like unless I like took it off. I don't know. I guess, yeah.
There's even
yeah.
on the buckle that's around your waist for the armor. There's even a side loop, which you can take the binding of your spell book and it slides right in, so you can clip. And now it's like a holster for your spell book that just kind of dangles there.
I love that. Yeah, I'll use that. Yeah, that's perfect.
You're guessing that it's there for like a tool bag or maybe a medicine pouch, first aid, but you just slide your book in there.
Okay, sounds great.
All right, excellent, friend. Hey, it looks good on you. That'll run you 40 gold, and that's with my discount for helping me out a couple nights ago.
I'll pay it. Yeah. So Angel just kind of pulls out, I'm like his money pouch and hands him the coins.
Thank you kindly. As he counts them up. Pleasure doing business with you. Stop by anytime. I got the best coats in town.
Okay.
As he kind of slaps the collar on his raccoon coat.
I'll add
Sounds good.
worn studded leather armor to my inventory.
Yep.
And then increase my AC to 12.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So from there, I kind of wave goodbye to Geralt.
Yep. He kind of nods back to you.
Alright,
Where we're going
sweet.
next?
Oh,
There's the casino.
Anything else? I mean, yeah, we could go to the casino, but oh yeah.
Paladin is there, right?
Saladin knows how the casino works.
Oh, that's
So we'll go to the casino.
that's not how casinos work.
That's not how casinos work. We'll go to the casino and see how he's doing.
All right.
Okay, so is it just Saladin in the casino?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think I walked over to him.
To the casino!
I was distracted.
Stepping into the casino, you draw all sorts of eyes, being lizard folk in monk garb. But you are greeted with warm smiles from the waiters and waitresses. This this establishment is basically split in half, with a casino floor kind of being on the entrance level, and there's a spiral staircase up to a catwalk and a restaurant on the top floor. There are people kind of in like mild conversation, a couple cheering from another table. Drinks are constantly being ushered around by the various waiters and waitresses. There's a bar on the casino level, and there are multiple different tables for you to try your luck at.
I go to the bar.
All right.
Well, I walk up to the bar. I ask for water.
You ask for water. All right. The man, the young, a human man with a black vest, red bow tie, and sleek black combed hair, polishing a wine glass, says, "Most certainly, sir." As he spins the glass, takes it into a something you can't see under the bar, and flips it back up and sets a room temperature glass of water for you.
Thank you. And I just sit at the bar silently drinking it.
Yep.
Yummy.
Delicious mineral water.
Yeah. So like that's all I'm doing in there. I'm
Okay.
not.
And at
And
this
you
point,
wait for, I guess.
yeah, Angel and
Yeah.
Hirsch can enter.
Yeah. I'm just chilling out for y'all to enter because like
Okay.
yeah.
So we make our way in and quickly spot the lizard folk that stand out among.
You see his tail, his long green
Yep.
tail.
Just draping across the floor in an unrecognizable pattern. Fair enough. All right. So we walk over to him, or at least I walk over to him and say, "So, find anything here that you might like?"
Well, if you're the type to lose your money, you can go over there. If you're the type to chill, this is the place. And if you're a family man, there's a restaurant. But yeah,
Enough.
it's not I'm
So you have
impressed by
no
all the
interest
lights.
in gambling then?
No, I'm impressed by all the lights, but alas, there's not much devotion or faith to be found in this building. It is very focused on what's next and what one has rather than what one will get rather than what one has. So it is not my kind of place, unfortunately.
Moment.
Uh-oh.
Sam heard that and was like, "Nope."
Uh-oh.
Herchkin walks over to the machines and gets lost for 4 hours. Nope.
Oh.
Oh. Good.
Oh. Real. Hello?
Hello. So I do have a question for the group, since we aren't staying in that one inn. Oh
Good
dear.
now. Okay.
No. Yeah, you're
Whoa,
repeating everything that
dude.
we're saying.
Uh-oh.
Sound better?
Maybe?
A little bit, hopefully.
Yes, better.
Someone? Okay, good. Anyway, sorry, my headphones died, so I had to go to my computer's audio.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, keep going.
Should we stay in this place for another night, or should we head on
Well,
out?
as I'm holding the Joe Biden, I kind of poke Angel and say, "This fella somehow is even more afflicted than usual. So
Oh.
we need to."
Oh, is the Joe Biden like ready to use for hair skin or not really yet?
Nope.
Nope.
Then I think we should stay here for another day, I guess. Either that
I
or just move over
concur.
to the next town.
Angel, I see some machines over there that you might enjoy.
I think we should stay then.
Angel, you
Yeah.
want to gamble
I'm-
at the casino?
Yeah.
Maybe.
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 Yeah. I mean, I guess. How much time do we have left in the day?
It's like noon now.
Yeah, we spent like 2 hours.
Okay. Mm. Hmm. What other places did you say there were?
But other places other than the casino?
We could eat at the restaurant.
Restaurants upstairs. There is the tour of the Tomb of the Worm.
Yeah, we could
Hmm.
do that.
That
Let's-
sounds fun.
Let's do the tour of the worm. Yeah, we can do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. While you have cackling fever.
Oh frick! I can't do like most of my spells
You can't
because
do
I
any
can't
of your-
talk.
Or yeah, well, yeah. You can't do anything that requires verbal, which the
You can cast
Or,
Wrist Pocket
yeah.
and Finger of Death.
Mhm.
That's it. I think there's a couple more left.
Golly.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't cast any spells right now.
Yay.
Well,
So
I guess
we
it's
could-
down to melee
I say
stuff then.
We leave the city, take a long rest, or at least rest, and then cast well, ultimate restoration, I guess, on you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Are you good with that, Saladin? Is that good?
Yes.
All right. Sick.
Okay. So the plan is to
Yep.
we're
So
locking
gonna
in.
leave the city, set up camp outside the city, because we're definitely not going back to that leaning tower
Of death.
OSHA violation.
Yeah, OSHA violation.
And, yeah.
Right. Sounds good. So, you guys leave the casino. Remember when you guys wanted to make a casino?
I did. I was
Oh,
not-
the Blood Money Casino. Yeah. And Kale said that he had like a plot of land for us too.
Yeah. He still does.
So I guess we're just waiting on him then.
Interesting. Tell me about this endeavor.
Oh yeah, John doesn't know.
Oh.
Basically, Kale found a legendary item that belonged to a church, gave it to the church, and then the church gave him a title that included a plot of land with it, as like a reward for doing that. So
Pretty sure it's in
We now-
this continent too.
yeah. Well, so we now have kind of like a home base kind of thing, but like not really because we haven't been there yet. So
Dang.
we're just waiting on him to like get all the details of it and stuff, I guess.
You guys
No.
also have a home base in Torrentine.
Well, yeah, we actually have 2 home bases. We have one in Torrentine and one in the other place. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
In
Yeah,
the
so I guess we
meantime,
camp outside of the city.
Yeah, on the outside.
All right, camp outside of the city. Are we doing watches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can take first watch. Moment.
Go for it.
Good. Oh, I'm just like holding the Joe Biden.
The Joe Biden.
You got the Joe Biden balanced on each one of your knees as you're kind of just sitting there,
Yeah.
crisscross.
Oof, that's gonna be a 9 from me.
9. Okay.
9.
You sit there,
Nine.
the remnants of the superstorm still kind of hovering about, the rain still pattering down on your face, and the decreased visibility from the fog of mist veil, the mist kind of lingering constantly in your face. The only thing that you can really see are the silhouettes of trees and grass kind of moving, shining through the white light of the moon that peeks through the clouds every once in a while.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you got. Nothing bad happens that you know of. I love the Josh reaction.
Okay.
I guess I'll go for next watch then.
Yeah.
Literally a nat 1. So that's
Oof.
2 for perception total.
Angel, you fall asleep.
Okay. I guess Saladin.
Saladin is not woken up because you're asleep.
Oh no. Well,
What happens now?
Well, we
There
get
just
to.
isn't a third watch.
There isn't a third watch.
Okay.
or a second watch.
Or a second watch.
That's true. Okay.
But it's all fine because nothing bad happens.
Especially this close to the city,
You're this close to the city. It'd be pretty bad if you were out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, yeah.
Okay. So
But since
the
you're right
next
off the
day,
road.
So at
This
this
is
point,
day
Hershkin
4.
can use the Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
Attune
by
to
this
the
point,
Biden.
I have probably attuned to the Joe Biden.
All you gotta do is just don't roll a nat 1 and you'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a 20-sided dice.
All right.
What
Are
do
you
you roll?
serious?
Are you kidding me?
Mm,
Well,
mm,
No. Are you serious?
there goes. So, real quick, does the spell accomplish it or does it break it?
So as you press both prongs into Angel's chest, there's this warm blue glow that kind of fills Angel. Angel, you feel your lungs expand. And as you draw the bind away, Angel, you immediately begin vomiting up black tar. Just coughing up hucks and hucks of black tar from your lungs. As you are cured of the disease. However, Hareskin, as you hold the bind begins to crack, and the whole thing becomes that kind of sickly old copper green with multiple cracks running across it, as it loses all magical properties and just becomes an old weathered artifact.
Wow, that sucks.
I'll hand the Biden back and take my.
Angel's face just watches the Biden just like fade, and he's just like, "Thanks."
As you done coughing up your disease, you take the bind and it just turns to green dust in your hand.
I kind of shrug and say, "You should have done this yourself."
Wow, bro.
What?
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't have
Wait.
mattered either way, but now you can't blame me for what you should have cured yourself. But
Okay. I'm gonna take. Wait, can I get like a handful of like the dust of the Bident
Yeah,
at all?
yeah.
Do
You're
I
still
manage to,
holding
like-
you're still holding a chunk.
So there's like a pile on the ground.
You
Whatever.
have a handful of you grabbed onto it and then it's. So you have a fistful of dust, fistful of frags, fistful of dollars.
okay.
All right. I'm gonna remove that from attuned items then.
Yep. We gotta open attunement slot.
Nice.
You could also learn Greater Restoration.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me. One more time.
All right. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. And now I just have Saint Valenia's mummified head just in my hand, so I'll just put that in my bag where it was like earlier. Because originally that was like tied to the bident, so it just kind of like fell on the ground and I just kind of picked it back up. Okay. What else is there to do? Oh, attune to a new item. Do I have anything that I can attune to? Because as far as other magic item goes, I have Reva's pepper box doesn't require attunement.
Nope.
Okay. Is there any magic items that no one's using?
No.
The hat.
No, I'm taking that back.
No, I'm giving that back to Harris because that was
Yeah,
his
yeah.
originally.
Hmm.
I guess let's move on.
Yeah. A sad day.
Dang, that really sucked.
Hmm.
What? Really be like that sometimes. Alright, so
It's all good.
is there anything in Miss Vale that you guys want to do, or should we move on?
I vote we keep going.
Yeah, we can just keep going.
So we can go to let's see, from this Vale to my thing will load to Barrage. Is that what Barrage? Barrage?
Barrage?
I don't know.
Barrage?
It's a V.
Is that what it's called? Barrage?
It's a weird font. It's a
Barrage.
V.
Beverage? Bavage?
Yeah, Barrage.
If you click on it, it tells you what it is.
Oh, that's a
Barrage.
B?
Yeah, it's a V.
I thought that looked like a B.
Uh-huh, it does, doesn't it?
Barrage. Barrage.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Barrage.
It's not in my instinct.
So we're
Guys, it's not in my
Barrage.
instinct. Come on.
It's
Not
in
in
my
my
instinct.
Barrage.
Not in my
And-
instinct.
Bro, it's not in my instinct.
Bro. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
You guys can head out to Virage. I think I'm going to have to end it there, though.
Okay.
I gotta say, though, I was not expecting the level of hijinks today. It's just like...
Oh, yeah.
I love the Danny Kaye skit that randomly happened. Like,
Yeah.
it is Court Jester, where he joins the knighting ceremony.
Yeah, and he's
And you guys...
basically just carried
I
on.
Yeah,
wanted
and
that
he's basically
little
just
key,
carried
bro.
around. And you guys got to experience the Black Cap Inn, which is
Yeah.
Mist Vale and the surrounding areas are just sort of iconic to all of my campaigns before. So it's very world central. That and Harfang, if you ever visit Harfang, stop by. Yeah, are you guys... So what's the next step for you guys? You're going to Virage. Are you going to nuke Starfall?
No, we don't have anything to nuke Starfall anyway.
I have a
so-
stick of. I have
We can
one
find
stick of
something.
One
Angel has
dynamite. Oh shoot! If you
I'm gonna
cast
light it
en-
and like toss it in.
cast enlarge,
Do that.
We
that'd
can
be kind
find
of
something.
funny.
What if I casted enlarge on Hairchkin's tail, like a little bobtail that he has?
Then Hairchkin will become human-sized. You become human-sized Hairchkin.
So wait. In enlarge, does it advance any abilities or like Wait, how long does it last? Or is it permanent?
I think it's 10 minutes concentration. It might not be a spell anymore. It might be from an old version of the game. If it's not, we gotta add it. Because it was fun. Because we would have, you know, the classic dwarf barbarian. You cast enlarge on him, and he'd just become normal-sized barbarian.
But he still like looked like a dwarf. So
Yeah.
So every other
So
dwarf
actually,
is
no.
like,
He
what
would
is
be
that?
he'd be human-sized, but dwarf-wide. So he would be like Andre
Oh my
the
God.
Giant wide, but like muscly. He'd just be like, ah. And Hairchkin would be human sized, but his ears would scale too. So like,
Yeah.
his ears would be like a meter long each. They'd be just arms like up here.
But would
My
that
God.
advance any of my abilities to any extent or not really?
I'm trying to remember what it did.
Temporary HP
Actually,
or
I
something?
think if I were to make it now, it would force you to become large sized. So if you were a medium creature, you would become large. If you're a small creature, you become large. So Hairchkin, you would become 9 feet tall, and Angel, you'd become 9 feet tall, and you would probably gain advantage on athletics checks and resistance against non-magical damage, probably. And it increases your melee range because now you're a size bigger.
Yeah, if I was melee, it would be helpful, but
Yeah,
just long bow.
longbow. Although it's a long bow now.
Yeah.
And actually,
Alright,
wait, it would also
yeah.
increase your damage dice.
Oh, would it?
Yeah, so
Okay.
if your rapier did 1d8, now it deals 2d8.
So wait, so then I would, instead of a 1d10, it would be a 2d10?
Yeah. Mega
But,
bow.
all damage dice or just one?
Of your weapon dice.
Oh, of my weapon dice? Okay, that makes sense.
Because you're instead of
you
firing a
both get-
longbow, you're basically firing a ballista now. And
Yeah.
actually not quite a ballista. Ballista's 3d10.
But still, that's pretty powerful.
Pretty powerful.
That's pretty sick. Also, do you, Ethan? Do you remember Angel's tail? How I casted Alter Self to add like a little like stinger thing on it.
Yeah.
How much damage did that do?
It's
Like
a
if I were to
dagger's
use
worth
it
of
on
damage,
someone.
so like a d6.
Yeah, not much.
Oh, nice. I mean, it's not bad. That's pretty good.
You consider it like a bonus action, like,
Yeah, would that be a bonus action, or would that be like a whole action? I
Melee
like to use
attack?
that.
It would count as a melee attack. But you don't
So
have
an
extra
action.
attack, so it's just an action.
so pretty much it's
Dang.
stuff.
Okay.
It's only for flair.
If I was adding that to my character sheet, what would that be called? Just like stinger tail, or like
Yeah.
King attack.
know.
Or
Sure.
tail attack,
okay.
probably.
No way.
Well, Josh,
Man
I'm sorry that
forged head injury to get months off work and then returned being rude to everyone, citing that his personality had been altered.
Oh man.
There
well,
goes
Josh,
my
I'm sorry
hero.
that the,
That's
Joe
a
Biden-
high IQ move, dude. Bro utilized every part of the system for that one.
Dang. That's fun.
Are you guys from John, you know Warhammer 40k lore by any chance?
A little bit.
A little bit. Do you get this meme? Although, hold on, the resolution.
I can't really see it.
Way too bright.
240p. You can just post it in the group chat.
I know 480p.
480p. Bro, those were the days. I remember when 480 was like high res, and then 720 dropped, and I'm like, oh shoot. And then 1080 dropped, and I'm like, I don't see a difference.
Yeah.
But now I see a difference. Alright. If this is a joke that only I get, I'm okay with that. So in 40K, there's an evil version of every faction. So the evil version of the Ultramarines are the let's see, Renders. Space Wolves are the World Eaters. Iron Fists are the let's see, Death Guard, and then the Space Angels were betrayed by their own faction, so their rivals are themselves.
Nice.
You hear that, Angel? You could be your own rival.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
Get betrayed by
really?
yourself.
Yes.
It's like that Spider-Man meme where they're all pointing at
That
each
would
other.
be, actually, Ethan, that would be an interesting encounter where you have to fight the mirror of yourself. How do you beat yourself?
That'd be pretty funny.
The mirror.
How
of the
do
mirror.
you beat yourself? Mirror Blade.
Mirror Blade.
But your mirror also can mirror blade.
So the Mirror Blade has a mirror?
Yeah.
Hmm.
There
And
Well, that's a vibe.
my hero.
Alright, well, what time do we want to meet next? Monday?
We could try Monday.
I don't have work.
I'd be
Monday.
down.
Oh wait,
don't have work
I don't
Monday
think.
or Saturday.
Can we do Tuesday? I actually have something going on at.
I have work
Noon
on
Monday.
Tuesday, so I
Okay.
can't necessarily be Tuesday unless we did it in the morning.
As we did in the morning. Could we do next Saturday? Oh wait,
Yeah,
hold on.
next Saturday
I might be on vacation. I don't know when things are happening.
Yeah, I might be out of town next Saturday.
Yeah.
Does Wednesday work for everyone?
Again, it has to be in the morning because I work Tuesday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How late can you? How much time do you have? Or like when do you have to leave for work? Yeah.
I mean, if we did something like in the mornings, like we did, where I have to leave by 8 Eastern time, and I get
Okay.
back anywhere between 3 to 5. It's different every day.
Okay. This Monday doesn't work. Wednesday works for me, but not for other people. I am gone this Saturday. How about we could do
Next week Monday, but the week following that.
the week following that?
Yeah. So not
That
the
Monday?
10th, up to 17th.
17th, I'm still. So I leave for vacation on Saturday, and then I come back
okay.
Tuesday. I could do next Saturday.
So in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. So maybe no
Maybe
D&D this
22nd.
next week, and then D&D on the 22nd.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
That's too far in the future. I'm gonna create an event so we don't forget about it.
Yeah.
That just helps me.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else uses them. What episode is
That's
it?
true.
47?
Oh, this is 47. Let's go, guys.
I don't know. We've done a lot.
We've done a lot. You want to set it for noon? Ooh.
Sure.
Break me. Don't actually. Oh my gosh.
Hey, yo.
Better reach
Hey,
through my
yo.
computer screen.
I just saw the look on Josh's face, and I'm like, I gotta shut this down before it turns sour. Or it turns sweet, depending on your point of view.
Mm.
Hey.
Hey,
Don't
yo.
threaten me with a good time.
Okay, there we go.
Sounds good.
There's the thing. Alrighty,
Alright,
well,
a little bit early
we shall see you guys soon.
in 2 weeks. It'll pass by fast.
Huh?
Yeah.
It'll pass by fast.
Yeah, it will. Especially if I'm going to a family reunion, so I'll be so excited to
Pass
see
fast
you
for
then.
Ouch.
you. For me, it'll be a little slow to
Ooh.
have work.
I don't know, family reunions move slow too. Family reunions are painful.
Oh, I feel like
Yeah.
my family reunion goes too fast.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my family can be difficult sometimes, but it's family.
Mm.
All right. Well, I shall speak with ye gents later.
See you around.